and Instagram.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them FanRun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Track's batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Back on the program. It is a Friday 10-10 edition of Talk Sports. It is a Big Orange edition. It is a game preview edition. Tennessee, Arkansas. Bobby Petrino rides into town. Is that the biggest storyline for you, this game? Bobby Petrino's first one on the sideline and a major program and damn near a decade.
Is that the biggest
over
storyline?
Yeah, is that the biggest storyline for you?
I don't think so. I mean, it is a storyline, but Bobby Petrino simply being an interim coach doesn't scream, top news to me.
2-8 in 2018. My God.
At Louisville?
Yeah, 2-8.
Was that his last big job?
That was his last time on the sidelines in a major program. That might be the last time as a head coach, honestly. I believe
he
so.
Was at. He came in here after that. He was with somebody.
No. You're way off. That was Butch Jones. That was back when he was in Western Kentucky. That was back in 2013. Right?
When Bobby P came in here?
Yeah, that was with Western Kentucky. That's when they had 6 turnovers.
Oh.
That was 2013.
Am I that far off?
Yeah, that was a long time
that's
ago.
12 years ago. Okay, never mind.
No, I mean, I guess he came in here. No, I don't know if you were thinking of this or not. Were you thinking of as a head coach or just a coordinator?
I don't remember. Who was he with?
He came in with A&M in 23.
Oh, I wouldn't have remembered that.
Yeah, I didn't remember that at all, him being with Texas A&M in 2023. But now.
No, I was thinking of Western Kentucky. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
That was 2013. Yeah, we beat them 52-20.
Yeah, they just turned the ball over nonstop.
I remember the score of the game, but I don't remember the game.
I was sitting in the press box. I'd bet on Western Kentucky, and I just kept watching turnover after turnover. I said, oh, well, they ain't winning this one. Might as well get some free ice cream now.
I was at that game because that was college. I was in college, and I remember I was like, boy, these tickets are only $10. I get to go to all the games. This is awesome. Then I soon realized what product I was watching.
So I guess
not the best.
Did Jimbo? That was his swan song. I guess that was his hey, we got to fix this thing. We got to get real young and innovative at offense. The game's passing us by. Let's bring in Bobby Petrino. Now I remember that actually because I remember making those jokes.
Remember that.
Yeah, I remember making those jokes that Jimbo. Yeah, let's get young and innovative. Let's fix this offense.
That's the answer.
Here's Jimbo, and boy, was that Petrino offense pretty bad in 23 too. I remember that.
Some of these coaches though that we've thought were washed up have kind of had a resurgence. Gus Malzahn has kind of had his resurgence.
Has he?
I mean,
the Florida State offense.
That
Florida State offense looked okay against Alabama. It ain't looked very good after that.
Well, they lost to arguably the best team in the country,
Virginia.
Miami. Well, hell, they scored 38 points against Virginia.
Oh.
I don't blame that on Gus Malzahn. That loss.
Now you look at the context. Interesting.
Well, I always look at the context.
Now you look at the context.
I don't think you can blame that loss
for
on
Gus Malzahn. I think you can. That offense was pretty bad for most of the game.
Scored 38 points.
Castellanos was pretty bad for most of that game. Now he did go on that drive at the end, and
Castellanos was bad or Gus Malzahn was bad. See, that's the. Gus Malzahn, he ain't out there throwing the ball.
They're connected, ain't they?
They're connected, but he ain't out there throwing the ball.
Well, then if that's the case, then I don't think Malzahn deserves much credit because what they were doing against Alabama was pretty simple. It's just hey, drop back and let the quarterback run.
Well, maybe that's the game plan. Maybe it's not,
I give Castellanos the credit and the blame then. Malzahn sucks.
Okay. Don't need coaches.
That's what you said.
That's what you said when you said you coach the damn Dolphins.
I could coach the Dolphins better than Mike McDaniel at this point. I'm confident in that. Now, it'd be a little bit tougher without Tyreek Hill out there running around. Be a little bit tougher with Tua after 2 concussions.
When you say you could coach him, do you just mean you could be on the sidelines?
No, I could do a pretty good Dan Campbell impression, honestly. Do you know where baby boy is coaching now? This blew my mind yesterday. Our baby boy Jack is on Clemson's staff.
What?
He is a GA on Clemson's staff working with the special teams.
Really?
Yeah, because we were texting.
Tell him to figure it out.
Well, we were texting because Jack's my boy, and I was like, Jack, how you doing? You good? I was like, you want to do an NBA podcast this year? Talk some NBA? He's like, hell yeah, man. And I was like, all right, when can you record? Like, when would be a good time for you to do it? He's like, Sunday before the games or Wednesday after 10 p.m. And I was like, damn, you're busy. He said, yeah. He said, I ain't really told you this, but I'm working with the football program.
Is he wearing a headset?
I don't think he's wearing a headset. No, I don't think it's a headset.
G.A. Jackie?
And I said,
hey, and you know how incestual that program is?
That's what I said. I said,
he
damn.
could be the offensive coordinator by next year.
That's exactly what I said. I said, damn, Dabo really does just hire his friends. So that's exactly what I said. And I was like, you know what? All due respect, Jackie, I said, forget the podcast. I was like, just go all in on this coaching stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like, you got your foot in the door. I was like, just put all your energy towards that.
Oh, that's amazing. I had no idea about this.
Me neither. Like, I saw pictures on his Instagram that he was on the sideline. Like, I was like, maybe he just got like a field pass because he's friends with Dabo, whatever. By the way, he's been hitting the weight room. Jackie's put on about 10 pounds of muscle.
Well, he's got access to a Division I college athletics weight room.
He might be in there
probably
lifting
on the nutrition plan over there.
He might be in there lifting with them. But he's like, no.
You think he could get me in there?
He said, I'm working with the special teams. He said, I watch film and I'm doing some coaching. I was like, what? Okay.
I was like, see like Clemson block a punt and Jack like runs out onto the field and he's like,
get your ass
chest bumping these guys. He's like, let's go.
Yeah. And
like,
you know how
Clemson's Mike Eckler.
You know how Jackie Boy is, because I was like, do you want to be a coach? And he's just kind of like, it's fun. He's just like, yeah, it's cool.
He's just gonna luck into being Clemson's wide receiver coach next year.
He said, I just watched some film and help out at practice, make some scout cards. He said he was worried. He said he's worried he wasn't a good enough motivational speaker, is what he was worried about, but likes the analyst side of it.
Well, I hope Dabo puts him out on the road recruiting.
Yeah.
Jack could probably go out and connect with these boys.
Putting them in front of the families.
Bruh, chill.
What up, boy?
Goated.
You trying to come to Clemson?
Yeah, Jackie Boy is on Clemson staff.
You trying to wear that purple?
Can we get him on like the web? Is he on the website, you think?
No, I'd say no. He's just a grad assistant.
Give it a year though. Yeah. Give it a year, he'll be there.
Yeah, that is true. If he wanted to do it, I imagine like he could hang around and Dabo would probably take care of him. I mean, like for all of Dabo's flaws, he is a pretty loyal guy. It might hurt him.
Should we ask Jack to like put us in the like his little bio on the website?
I don't think he's got a bio on the website yet, but if he gets one,
career started at Fanrun Radio.
They're probably not gonna give him. Probably not gonna give him a bio, or he can write anything really for a while. But
now I'm gonna start critiquing Clemson special teams.
It blew my mind.
Jackie coaching shoes.
Yeah, it blew my mind. Good for him.
Yeah, that's cool.
He didn't write back after I said forget the podcast. So I don't know. Maybe
he probably thought you were mad.
No. I was just like,
I went to bed.
He might have went to bed. Although no, it was like 5 p.m.
He knows about your anger issues.
Jack's my guy. He's always been my right hand man, my number one guy. Even when you tried to get me to fire him and didn't like him and
that's not true.
Wanted him gone. He's not here anymore. You can admit it now.
It didn't happen.
It did.
It never happened.
He said, "Oh, just let Miles and our friend Seth do it. You don't need Jack. I don't know this kid. I don't know how we're going to vibe with him."
Never said that.
1,000% you did.
Sure didn't. There was.
You are such a liar.
There was. You just don't remember anything.
You just liar. I remember everything, and you remember nothing.
You have Alzheimer's in your old age. I just I said simply the day with the fan. That's all it was. I said, "Who's this kid messing with my fan? Who does he think he is?"
That 100% happened too.
Yeah, that happened.
But also before
that other thing,
1,000%.
Nope.
You are such a liar.
Didn't happen.
And at this point, I don't know if you actually believe it didn't happen, or you just like have been lying about it for so long that you're just going to keep lying. That's the thing. It's not a lie if you believe it, is what they say. So I don't know if you've convinced yourself of that reality. Bobby Petrino, also a pretty good liar. Pretty big scumbag. That's been my biggest question about this game is the interim coach bump. I just keep thinking, I don't know why this team would be connected to Bobby Petrino. Why they would play hard for him. How he'd be able to win them over in a short time. Are you worried about the interim coach bump? Because the last time we saw Arkansas on the field, they sucked.
I'm tired of hearing that phrase.
Okay, the interim coach bump is retired.
We have expressed that phrase now for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I know it's what they call it, but I don't know if it's really a thing.
Well, it's for UCLA.
Well, here's what I'm wondering, though. for every example that we can point to where, hey, look, this team fired their coach and now they got a little bit of juice. They're playing a little different now. For every example we can point to with that, aren't there probably just as many examples of a team that's still just cratered?
Oh, yeah, that's the same thing. Well, that's the thing about every sports cliche you use.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my whole problem with momentum. Like that is my problem with momentum boiled down to one sentence. Because momentum, hey, if somebody has momentum and the play that happens is good, they continue momentum. If it doesn't, if it's bad, momentum changed. It got stopped.
I like momentum.
For as many times as momentum carries on, it also stops and goes the other way.
That's the essence of momentum.
Mississippi State probably thought they had momentum when they landed that fake punt.
They had a lot of momentum.
And then Tennessee said, nope, actually we're going to hit you about as hard as the quarterback's ever been hit. You're going to fumble. We're going to pick it up and drive it down to the end zone or, run it into the end zone.
That's how you change momentum.
That proves that it doesn't exist at all. Momentum didn't protect the quarterback from getting killed.
Because it had shifted.
It got shifted because it's not real. Yeah, if something is real, it can't just change on a dime like that. That's my whole thing.
I mean, that's what energy does. Momentum's just kind of energy.
This is just
kind of what it is.
This is just like a nerd sci-fi fairy tale version of sports conversation is what momentum is. That's all it is.
I think it's the football version of energy. It exists in the air. You feel it. You know it's there, but you don't necessarily see it. But energy is infinite.
You wait to see what happens, and then you attribute it to either momentum
or God.
Or the team or the other team stopping it and playing good. You just wait to see what happens, and then we attribute it to that.
Well, some people have different words for it. Some call it momentum. Some call it God. Some call it just the force of nature, I guess. I don't know. It's out there, though. It's percolating.
I've been trying to think about like Tennessee and our interim coach bump. We fire coaches so late in the season that you don't really get a chance to like look at it.
I mean, yeah,
we haven't really ever gone through. I mean, outside of Fulmer taking over for Johnny, whenever he was sick, but that wasn't really the same thing. Like
taking over, that's an underestimate.
Otherwise, we pretty much just get rid of our coaches right before the final game, for the most part. I mean, I guess Brady Hoke got 2 or 3 games, and the boys did come out and play a little bit better against LSU for a little bit in that rainstorm. I guess I don't know. It felt like a regular ass kicking.
I mean, Jim Chaney beat Kentucky.
Yeah, that was Kentucky.
Yeah. That was when Smokey ran all the way down the field and bit that Kentucky player. I'll never forget that.
So I don't know if it's real. It looked like UCLA was refocused, for sure. It looked like UCLA, who was at the bottom of, the country in terms of power conference teams. They were down at the bottom, and they played pretty well at home. Nico looked as good as he's ever looked. The defense decided, okay, I guess we'll tackle sometimes.
Well, I think, when you take a loss like that, like Arkansas took to Notre Dame, I think it would be unlikely that you'd come back from that and look worse. Like that's kind of a check on you kind of game. Like, what do they call that? Reality check? Gut check. Yeah. They question your manhood
game, yeah.
Yeah, your manhood gets questioned when you lose 56-13. That's a real, you got to sit in the locker room and really think about some things.
Well, that's the thing about quitting, though, is that when they question your manhood, you're like, yep, it's fine. It's not my manhood. It's just my desire to be here. I quit. This sucks.
Well, there's two different things there, but and some of the guys on the team may feel that way, but other guys may still want something to prove. Especially the guys in the locker room who are seniors. And have put the time into the program with their other fellow seniors, they probably still got something to play for, you would think, if the heart is in it.
Well, yeah, that's been my question, though, is the heart in it? Is Bobby Petrino the guy that could get them to put their heart into it? Ed Orgeron, he's a guy that gets talked about with the interim coach bump. I could see him being able to go in there and rah-rah the boys up and get them to buy into it.
Well, he's a good coach.
I don't know about Petrino. That's my biggest question coming into the game.
Petrino being just such an unlikable, smug kind of guy.
Just him, his presence. I mean, he's a gross guy.
It's a good question. Like, do those players really like that guy?
I've maintained that I find it hard that they would like him more than Sam Pittman and their defensive coaches that recruited him.
Yeah, because Sam was, if anything, he's a player's coach. People love Sam.
Now, it could be a player's coach to the detriment of the program.
Well, it could be, a player's coach to the point that they're soft.
Yeah, maybe Petrino could harden these boys up and strike a nerve with some of the guys and get them to play harder.
Petrino, more of a disciplinarian type.
Seems like it, at least.
Yeah, Pittman.
Get there and tell them they're scum, they're losers.
Pittman's not the kind of guy that would have done that. He's a buddy guy.
See, I feel like if Pittman was the interim coach, it's more likely they would bounce back and play hard for him.
I think I agree with what you're saying there.
I feel like the players coach, interim coach.
Did they consider doing that?
Maybe like Ed Orgeron. Like those type of guys, you can get the players to rah-rah go for you. Like
they should have done that. They should have been like, all right, Sam Pittman's fired, but he's going to go ahead and coach out the season. And just it takes a weight off, takes the pressure off. They could have done that.
Just fire Bobby Petrino. Keep Pittman.
Yeah. Turns out the wolf ate the hens.
Sam, do you have a biggest story you're looking for this Tennessee-Arkansas game? Is there a big storyline that I'm missing? Is there a big level of intrigue at one of our positions or one of the matchups that you're looking at?
Before those Arkansas running backs came out and said that there's a lot of holes in the defense, that was probably the main thing that I was looking at. Just they've got one of the best running attacks, in the SEC. I believe they're second in the conference, with just Taylon Green being a guy that's almost averaging, 80, 90 yards a carry or a game himself. And then Mike Washington, a pretty good running back on his own. I was a little worried about that just with, some of those run fits looking a little loose at times in these first two SEC games. But after they said that this defense has a lot of holes in it, I feel like those guys are just going to kind of take that one pretty personal, and I don't think it's going to turn out pretty well for them.
That's a great answer, Sam. That's a great answer. That's you elevating the show right there. That's a good answer because you're right. And Mike Keefe came out himself and said, the players are aware of it. I'll leave it at that. The players are aware of it, which means that they've probably talked about it, which means they're probably fired up about it, which means that guys like Arion Carter probably want to really go out there and send a message, at least to Arkansas's running backs.
Well, I hope they're fired up about it. I hope they are.
Keep Taylon Green in the pocket. I think it's a pretty easy day.
Arion Carter ain't the problem. They need to get those other guys to get their asses up there and tackle those other linebackers. Arion needs to get them focused.
When you're looking at like a motivation standpoint, you talked about, the Bobby Petrino, him taking over and whether or not he can motivate the players. Tennessee's defense, that they were gifted, some juice. I don't always buy into bulletin board material, especially not in big games. Like, I don't think there's anything Georgia should have been able to say that made Tennessee want to win that game more because, hey, it's Georgia. It's a team you ain't beat. But I do think in these games right here where it might be easy to be a little lackadaisical or maybe not as motivated or focused as you should be because, hey, 13-point favorites. They fired their coach. They're not very good. We got Alabama next week. We're going to easily roll in there and win. I do think in these games, bulletin board stuff helps. If the defense was going to go like 90% because it's only Arkansas, but now they go 100% to shut this guy up, I think that's a big difference.
I think this game was circled well ahead of time. They should be fired up for this game no matter what. That team beat you last year.
You think they've had this game circled?
Yeah, that team beat them last year. You got to get your lick back. It's revenge. That means more than anything to me. I don't think anybody should be lackadaisical tomorrow. Like, if you can't get fired up for this game after what they did to you last year, like, I would say they've had this one circled.
Okay.
Wouldn't you? If you were, say you're a heavyweight boxer and you went 10-2 last year, that was your boxing record. And one guy knocked you out unexpectedly and you got to fight him again this year. Wouldn't you remember that?
Is he a bum?
Yeah, he's kind of a bum, but
if he was a bum, I'd probably still be looking towards the bigger guys I had to fight later.
So you'd overlook him and get beat again?
I tend to just kind of roll into, it was a lucky punch. I'm going to keep working on this and focusing on bigger matchups. Yeah, now, boxing a little bit different because you don't really fight 12 times in a year.
I think this game is 100% circled on those guys' calendars.
It ought to be.
For sure.
It ought to be.
I think I'm also just going by the excitement level of the fan base, though. Like, ain't been a lot of excitement for this game.
Yeah, but in that locker room, if we're talking in the locker room, I think it's probably a different vibe. You don't think the fans are excited? This is our only home game in the month of October.
It doesn't feel like the fans are super excited.
It feels that way to me because I got a bunch of people coming into town.
Well, yeah, like, you are from Arkansas. Yeah, you got Arkansas people coming.
Well, I got one Arkansas person coming. I got a bunch of Tennessee people coming too, though.
Well, yeah, the ones that don't come for like big games and stuff, or what? Like, because most of my friends are like, I'm going to go to Alabama next week instead. People from out of town are like, I'm not coming in for Arkansas.
That's a totally different vibe in my friend group. We got a lot of alumni coming. A lot of people excited about this one that have been.
Well, isn't it alumni weekend?
I don't know about that, but it is. It's similar to the.
I think William told me it was alumni weekend.
I don't even know what that is, but
that could just be a frat thing. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably how he is.
I don't know. He said it's alumni.
You know how William is with his sunglasses with the rubber band and the khaki pants and the Peter Millar. You know how he is.
Sure.
And his cute little shoes, and his new little haircut. But I think his haircut looks good. I like William's new haircut. I think they did a good job. I think the vibe's totally different, in my opinion, based on people I've talked to. You're saying your people not interested in this game?
No, not really. I think
what kind of people are they?
Like, I think ticket prices have kind of reflected that too. I think ticket prices have been pretty affordable compared to other actual big games. I mean, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not.
I don't think
Georgia
it's just my
game.
friends. I think it's a lot of people that look at it and say, it's Arkansas.
It's not Georgia or Alabama.
Well, that's my point. It's not.
Well, I don't think
it's not seen as a big game.
Well, is that a point worth making? I mean, everybody kind of knew that.
When we're talking about the players circling the game, I don't think this is a game they've necessarily circled. But then I said,
they are 100% circling the game. They lost to this team last year.
I said, if you want to say the players, sure. I said maybe I'm judging it off the fan base because the fan base doesn't seem like they have this game circled, and now you're making it seem like, no, it's a big game. Trust me, my friends are coming, and I'm like, no, it's not. So now you're saying, well, of course it's not a big game. That's not what I'm saying.
It's a B level. It's a B level game.
It's C+.
It's not an A game, but it's a B
C plus game.
That's where I'm disagreeing with you. I think it's a bigger game than you seem to think. It's the third best home game on our schedule.
Third best out of so that makes it a C plus.
I don't think it's a C plus. I mean, you want to call it a C plus? Call it a C plus. I got people coming into town though.
Again, you got friends from Arkansas.
I got one friend from Arkansas. How many times do I have to repeat this? I got several guys from Nashville who are coming in. They circled the weekend. They said, Arkansas, that'll be a good time to come. And I'll tell you why.
Because tickets will be affordable.
Well, that's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, because it's a C plus game.
It's a little less expensive
because it's a C plus game. Yes.
Well, not everybody is able to go to Georgia.
I'm not putting people down for coming in and being excited about it.
I'm sorry that you and your wine and cheese friends are not excited for it.
I'm saying that this is not a game that is very exciting to most of the fan base. That's what I'm saying.
Can't even be bothered to be in the stadium Saturday. I mean,
it's not a big game.
Yeah.
I'll be at Alabama next week. This ain't a big game. I got stuff I got to do. I'll be working here.
I mean, it's an
Watch
SEC
the live stream.
game.
Hang out with me if you're not going either.
To me, any SEC game is a big game. It's a conference game on your schedule. Some of them are bigger, like obviously Alabama and Georgia. Yes, much more.
So you're
I think you'd be foolish to say that the players have not circled this game on the calendar,
and that's fine. And I think
it's the exact same thing as saying that Alabama players didn't have the Vanderbilt game circled on their calendar this year.
I think you're saying two different things then, because like you said that the bulletin board material should get them fired up, and that makes you more excited. But like if you already thought the players had it circled, that shouldn't have mattered, should it have? Like if they were already
fuel to the fire. They were already excited for the game. They wanted to go out there and prove it, but now it's just, again, this year, the team that beat them last year saying, oh, these guys aren't as good or whatever.
Well, yeah, but if they already had it circled, I mean, I feel like it should already be something they should be fired up for without the extra material, no?
That's what I think.
Momentum and motivation isn't real. I'm John Reed.
No, I'm not saying that motivation is not real, but I'm saying for the same definition I had for Georgia, same explanation I had for Georgia, like, hey, I don't need those guys fired up. that game's obviously important. So I'm just saying if the game's obviously important to the players before the comments, I don't think the comments should add anything. That's all I'm saying.
Another thing that I would question is, like, how much does this stuff really, like, we talk a lot about this stuff, like levels of motivation and stuff like that, but are they not, typically ready to play most every game?
I would say
I could see it against a lower tier, like an ETSU.
Nah, I think not, honestly. I think in college, I think even in the NFL, like, I think if that was a playoff game last night, the Eagles win. I think if it was a big game late for a division championship, the Eagles 100% win. I think it's a Thursday night game. The Eagles came in there sleepwalking, and it meant way more to the Giants. Like, I think it happens at the college level. I think it happens at the NFL level.
I mean, there's levels of focus.
Well, I mean,
that I think.
Is that not what you're asking about? Like, focus and motivation kind of go hand in hand, don't they?
Do they?
How much? I don't know how seriously you're taking the game, how focused you are on your preparation. I think so.
I mean, I think the players all think during the week that they are taking it seriously, though. But maybe sometimes you just get kind of stagnant to where you're kind of going through the motions.
There's different levels to it.
Yeah, but I feel like that's almost on an individual level. I'm talking about from a team standpoint, like, our team was not motivated. I feel like some guys are always motivated. Some guys, you got to get them going a little more. Like it. I feel like that comes down to an individual basis.
I disagree there. I do think motivation is real, despite what Pouty Sam wanted to scream at me. Like, I look at, last year, for example, I think Tennessee went into the Oklahoma game much more focused with that game circled versus the Arkansas game. I don't think they went in there with the same mindset, the same motivation, the same preparation or anything. And I think that's why you lost to Arkansas and beat Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is hard to get up, I guess, every single set. Like, look at Alabama beating Georgia. They put it all into that last year.
Or because your quarterback was at the UCLA game during the bye week
and
not doing any preparation.
Sure, but I think that's a part of not being locked in. I think that's a part of not taking it seriously. I would be surprised if he had done that in front of a bigger game than Arkansas. Maybe he just would have. Maybe he was already checked out. But, yeah, I mean, I think that's 100% accurate. Like, going back to 2016, Sam, the talk was about Josh Dobbs doing, all this homework and projects before the South Carolina game, and that's why he came out and looked so bad. I don't think he would have done that before the Florida or Georgia game that year. That's all I'm saying. Let's go to a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll continue the conversation. It's Talk Sports on Fanrun Radio.
Can't get enough Fanrun Radio? Download the free Fanrun app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment. 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, hit tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fanrun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Sam, how many games do you think you can circle a year if you're a team? I think of it like, I don't know if you ever did like the recruiting on NCAA's football game, like where you only get like X amount of visits and X amount of points. Like how many games do you think a team can look at and circle?
3.
Cody, is that a fair number?
I don't think there's a number.
Well, if you're circling all 12 games, it loses impact, no?
Well, I think it goes without saying that some games are going to be more impactful
if you're
circling the season.
If you're circling every SEC game, that loses purpose too.
You've got to be focused each and every week when you're playing in the conference. I mean, it's a cliche that the coaches just keep repeating. They keep pounding it into our heads in the press conferences and stuff, but it is week to week, and that's why they focus so hard on that. Like, we got to go 1-0, 1-0. It's all about, you have coaches like masking the entire schedule and only opening 1 week at a time, so that to try to get it across to the players that this is all that matters right now.
Right. Well, that goes into the motivation conversation we're having. Like, teams definitely struggle with it, which is why coaches do try to obsess so much with win the week, go 1-0.
Well, who's doing the circling when we're talking about circling? Because I think it comes down to an individual. Like I said last segment, I think it comes down to the individual on which games are bigger. If a kid's from Georgia, that Georgia game might be a little bigger to him.
Well, yeah, but when you say the team has it circled, you're saying like 3 guys on the team has it circled, so that counts as the team having it circled? Like, what do you –
What I'm saying is if a team beats you one year, you want to beat their ass the next year. If you were on the field –
win every game. Sam,
if you were on the field during that game and you remember it, you should be extra fired up for the next one.
So if you think Arkansas, if you think a team can realistically circle 3, do you think Arkansas is one of those 3?
I mean, for this year's team, I think so.
Really? So like Alabama, Georgia, and Arkansas, those are 3 games that they were really like working for in the offseason.
I mean, to your point, I don't think Alabama and Georgia you need to circle.
Okay.
So I would say like Arkansas. That I feel like swing games are what your circle games are. You know that you're going to have to get up for your Georgia and your Alabama.
See, I
feel
appreciate
like Arkansas, Oklahoma, and like Florida maybe this year.
I appreciate the argument there, but I also think in that situation, like the circle game, you still have to circle the big ones too. But I appreciate the argument because I did say that you are automatically get up for those, but I still think you circle them too.
It's not a black and white question. It's nobody's standing there with a Sharpie looking at which games to circle on the board. It's the fact that if you were on that field last year and you were playing for Tennessee last year, you remember how you felt after that Arkansas game. You should.
Yeah, I just don't think the team was working out this offseason thinking we got to beat Arkansas this year. That's really what I was getting to. I think this is a game that they can easily overlook, heading into Alabama next week.
You think they would circle this game if Arkansas didn't lose their last 3? If Arkansas, won against Ole Miss, won Memphis, and then won Notre Dame?
Sure. I mean, I think then it becomes a big game, Bubba. Yeah, for sure. Now, whether or not that retroactively changes the conversation from the offseason or whatever. But, like, there's trap games for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, we look at trap games for a reason. And to me, this would be a dangerous spot. Kind of the same way we thought that Arkansas last year on the road might have been a dangerous spot just because it's one of your lesser games. It's one of your C games. But like this team has shown that they can move the ball enough to be a little dangerous. And now the unknown of Bobby Petrino makes it a little bit different.
I think Kentucky is much more of a dangerous spot if you just want to talk about dangerous spots. I think having this team that beat you last year now in your home building, I think they're going to come out focused and they're going to come out ready to play. I think that's poor coaching if you overlook a team 2 years in a row. Like, Heupel ought to have them fired up for this game.
I think it's poor coaching to lose at Kentucky.
I didn't say they're going to lose at Kentucky.
You look at it as a dangerous one. That'd be a poorer one. I
said I think that's a more dangerous spot if you're just talking about a spot on the schedule than the Arkansas, where Arkansas is. I think they should be motivated for this one.
I think the hope is that you are ready to go every time you're in Knoxville, every time you're in Neyland Stadium. And I will say, to Josh Heupel's credits, that has been the case. There are very few games I look at, at home that we would say that we sleptwalk through. I would say the energy in the stadium's always pretty good. I would say the team's been pretty focused at home. to Sam's point from earlier, the bulletin board stuff that the Arkansas player gave, I do think should help that defense lock in. I do think it should take that game from hey, let's show up, let's handle business, to like, no, let's go out and try to hurt these guys. Let's go out and kill. Like, I think that does help the defense. If it doesn't help the defense, if the defense doesn't fly around and make big plays, I would look at that as a bad sign. I'd question whether or not that defense had some dogs on it if they didn't come out and play with a chip on their shoulder now. Like I was saying earlier, I think bulletin board material matters in games like these. Come out, be fired up. Take it personally when they get first downs. Take it personally when they score. That's what I'm hoping the defense is in there saying. Remember the Titan style. They will not gain another yard. Which seems kind of like unreasonable expectations to tell somebody they can't gain a yard. But I digress.
Sounded good on the movie, though.
It got me fired up in the movie. It did get me fired up in the movie.
It's a pretty cool quote in the movie.
Yeah, it was. But even watching, I was like, really? They're not going to gain 1 yard? But, the highlight package make it look like they didn't.
Pretty nice. It's good defense.
Yeah, he took a legendary head coach and just put him at defense. He's got to coach the defense like it was his own team.
Very few teams allow another team to only gain minimal yards. I mean, Alabama kind of did that in the 2011 national championship game. They didn't let LSU cross the 50. I always remembered that stat. LSU didn't cross the 50-yard line. 21-0. And there wasn't no bum LSU team either. That was a team that had beaten the Orange Bowl champion and the Rose Bowl champion. Pretty damn good team. Never crossed the 50.
Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. It's Talk Sports on Fanrun Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fanrun Radio.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball that scored points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles, unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fanrun Radio.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Track's batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Kings guard Amon Shumpert tried to go into the Blazers locker room and start a fight.
Say something about the Kings guard?
You're listening to Talk Sports.
Yeah, I heard Kings guard. What were you saying about it?
Well, I mean, do you want the spoiler or?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No spoiler.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Said I watched some wrestling. I watched a couple episodes of Game of Thrones. I was talking about the Kings guard and...
I don't know. I heard Kings guard and it made me think of Game of Thrones. What were you talking about?
When Jon Snow died.
Ah! Stop!
On 1340 WKGN.
Every time you're not paying attention, I come back with a Game of Thrones spoiler.
What kind of person spoils things for people who are in the middle of a season? Like the most inhumane thing you can do as a person.
As a radio professional, the rudest thing you can do is not pay attention.
You said Kings guard.
Yes, Kings guard Amon Shumpert.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the Sacramento Kings.
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Fanrun Friday today. Come by and see us at SM Athletics. Get some gear. Get registered for the box. Hang out. Bring us some gifts. Some food. Some snacks. You get your Arkansas tickets? You still looking for Arkansas tickets?
I got them.
Okay.
I was going to say, if it's not a big game, what are you doing on Ticketmaster over there?
Doing research to prove how big of a game it's not. I was just looking at ticket prices.
Oh.
I'm not going to the game. I'll be here doing a watch along.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going to the game.
Okay, then. Yeah, I pulled the trigger on 4, and I had a friend who wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it, so I took a little bit of a gamble in doing that. So that ticket's reserved for him, but if he can't make it, then I might have a ticket for someone to go. If someone wants to go.
Bubba?
I probably won't be there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna spend over $150 on a ticket.
What if it was free? Would you go then?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And I'd probably supply, at that role, I'd supply the food and beverages.
Okay.
I'd be careful making that deal with Cody. You might be better off just getting a ticket for $150.
Yeah,
I
know
can
a
drink
place.
$100 worth of beer in the stadium.
Yeah, I'd be careful.
I know a place we could go.
Yeah, but he's going to take it as like the whole day is what he's going to say. Come on, Bubba. I thought you were getting my food and beverage.
No, I wouldn't, but I'd expect you to buy me 6 beers in the stadium, which would come out to about
I would rather
$90.
just give it to you before the stadium, and then we have to drink it while online.
I don't need to be drinking 6 tall boys in the stadium, though, because we're probably going to pregame and, the old it's a marathon, not a sprint approach.
Yeah, I've been trying to
but
teach
it's a
it to
relay,
you.
too.
I've known it my whole life, but
I've been trying to get you to put it into application.
Yeah, once I start boozing, you know how it is.
Does he look like a sprinter or a marathon runner?
Hey, go to hell,
Oh,
Sam.
come on.
Hey, you son of a gun.
Boo.
Don't make me.
That's rude.
That's a personal comment about my weight. Don't make me come across that glass now.
It'll take a while for him to get there.
No, I'll bust right through it like King Kong. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Let's hit some headlines. What you got?
How about the Cubs forcing the Game 5 as they defeat the Brewers 6-0 in the Game 4 series, tied 2-2.
Good for them.
I'm pulling for the Cubs, and I tell you why. Because the Dodgers are already there after beating the Phillies last night. Hell of an ending to that game, by the way. The as I described it, the moment just too big for that pitcher.
No.
He froze up.
Cut those lights off. It's too bright.
The poor guy froze up and just completely lost his mind.
Even the catcher was pointing towards first base like he wasn't even ready to.
He had all the time in the world.
Hey, he was like me on MLB The Show, not knowing which button to hit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like,
throw it home. Throw to third instead of first.
That is exactly what it is. Yeah, when somebody's on the bases that know how to run bases and you're trying to do a pickoff to first, they're already at second. Then you throw it to second, they're already at third. Next thing you know, they turned like you've thrown into the outfield or you've run around. That's exactly what it was because it was
throw it home.
A pretty easy, a nice, decently hit ball back to the pitcher with the bases loaded, 2 outs. All the time in the world to throw it to first base, and he, like Cody says, just hits the wrong button and throws it home and throws it high.
Yeah, he didn't even throw it home. He was in such a panic, then he ends up just throwing it out of the way.
If he had thrown a strike home, like if he had thrown it hard, they maybe would have gotten him. But even then, I don't know because the guy's, had a decent lead and was moving on contact. So, like you said, Sam, the catcher wasn't even really, like, paying attention because he's like, first. Combine that with the Dodgers scored the tying run in the 7th on a walk, like a bases loaded walk. Like the Phillies pitchers, which is crazy because they only gave up 2 runs, but like the Phillies pitchers blew this game and just lost their mind, and that was tough.
That's what I was going to say. You got to score more than 1 in an elimination game.
You do. But like the way the 2 runs scored are just embarrassing. Like a bases loaded walk and an error. I mean, or at least it should be an error. I don't know if it got considered an error or not, but like it should be.
It's got to be a tough feeling, though, when you're facing elimination and you're like down to that last strike, the last out. And all the pressure in the world, I would imagine, is on a player.
That's the benefit of being the home team, right? Is that you can't be in that situation per se. Like if that would have been the top of the inning, the Phillies could have came up and maybe, gotten a run back and tied the game or gotten 2 back and won it. But instead it's over.
I think the pain of a MLB season is more than any other professional sport.
It is.
It's just like
that's why I quit, Sam.
162 games for like a routine spring training, like just flip it over to first base when you got a ball right back to the pitcher. And it's just that type of simple stuff that ends your season.
That is why I quit. That is why I hung up my fan hats. I was a big Reds fan. I'm not kidding. Of 162 games, and I was in college around anywhere from 21 to like 24 before I quit. I watched probably 110, 120 of those 160 games. And I kept up with the other ones on my phone. But I would actively be watching most of those. I was a big fan. And then whenever they blew that series to the Giants, they got up 2-0 with 3 back in Cincinnati. That's the year they kind of flip flopped it for some reason and let the lower team start with 2 at home. Then the home team was going to the higher seed was going to get 3 at home to have a better chance of not getting upset, which seems really dumb. But the Reds lost 3 games in a row in Cincinnati, and I said, you know what, I'm done. I said that's enough for me. I spent 6 months watching this stupid ass team. I said I'm done, and I really haven't been a baseball fan since. I quit fantasy baseball the next year, and I've just kind of unplugged. I still keep up with the big stories, and I'll still watch some playoffs and pay attention to some narratives, but I have not had a team really since then because it's heartbreaking. It's such a long investment, and usually it ends with something stupid like that, or your team just another one. I watched them one year, and they all year long. Sam just waited. Oh, the playoffs! Here we go. All you can eat Wednesday. Wing Wednesday at Hooters. Me and my buddy are sitting there. Let's watch the Reds game. They got no hit in the playoffs. Roy Halladay just set them down with a damn no-hitter. And I want to say we only had 1 base runner at all. But I ate like 65 wings that day, so I just sat there and just kept eating wings over 2.5 hours.
You ate 65 wings?
Watching
my
my
team. Are you exaggerating?
No, I'm not. You could ask my buddy AJ.
My goodness.
They just kept sitting there. We were there for 2.5 hours, and at a certain point you become – just kind of trauma eating. You know what I mean? You're just sitting there because you're sad.
Yeah, I know all about it.
If I keep eating wings, maybe they'll get a hit. No.
I'm just imagining you with barbecue sauce all over your cheeks.
I was full, and I don't think I would have been drinking.
Oh, I love chicken wings.
I was just sitting there drinking some dew. And
when was your next meal after 65 wings?
I don't really remember. I just remember being very uncomfortable afterwards. But I really think I could have kept going. I kind of like Cody talked about the marathon drinking. I think I'm a pretty good marathon drinker and a pretty good marathon eater. I don't really want to test my eating too much anymore, but I ate those 65 wings pretty easily, to be honest.
The human body is an amazing vessel. It can be.
So, yeah, I watched my team get no hit. I watched them blow another series. I said, you know what?
How many chickens do you think died for you to eat those wings? I wonder how many chickens those wings came from.
That's a good question. I don't know.
You think it was 65 different chickens?
No.
You think some of the wings came from the same chicken?
Oh, that's a good question, I guess, because I guess it all just gets mixed together at some
Yeah,
point.
I don't know what. Yeah, it's. I don't.
I feel like they package it up though at the plant though to send. So I think there'd be a good chance that of the 65, at least like there'd be a little crossover. I don't think it'd be 65 different chickens.
I got a buddy who works for Tyson. Probably ask him.
He wouldn't know because I think even if it got to Hooters, they'd just mix them all up there too. So like you wouldn't really know. Like but I would say they'd be packaged. And if let's just say it all comes from Tyson down there. I'd say if you just get a chicken packaged together, there's a good chance that's mostly from the same chicken.
You think you ever ate a chicken wing that wasn't a chicken?
I don't want to think about that. That'll drive you crazy. That's how you end up being somebody that just eats the stuff you raise. I don't really want to go down that path.
Yeah, like especially when you get one of those that's a little extra big. You know, the drumstick that's like that's closer to like kind of like a leg.
It's a pigeon.
Yeah, that's a pigeon.
I don't want to think about that. Yeah, that'd drive a man crazy.
Yeah, I used to eat bat. Bat's pretty good. You ever have bat?
That's what happened in 2020. That's how we ended up in a damn pandemic, apparently. I don't know.
It's good meat. Chicken of the cave, they call it.
They do call it chicken of the cave. They do.
So anyway, I'm pulling for the Cubs now to win their 5th game against the Brewers because I tell you why. I'm for the Dodgers, obviously. That's who I want.
The Dodgers own the Cubs, is what I imagine you're going to say.
Well, no. I want the Dodgers to win. Like, that's priority number 1.
Okay.
But if the Dodgers don't win, I think it'll at least be interesting to have the Cubs back in the World Series, whereas the Brewers wouldn't move the needle for me at all. You know what I mean?
I think the Brewers trying to win their first title.
Would it be their first?
Well, I mean, I was going to say in a long, long time. I mean, they might have one.
Like the 60s or something?
Yeah, I mean, they might have one that I'm unaware of, but.
I feel like they won one in the, like, way back. Like
I'm sure they have.
60s.
Like, yeah, maybe like 80 or something. Like, I'm sure they have. Nope. Actually, no. It says 0 World Series titles on their Wikipedia page.
Oh, okay. So they ain't got none. Wow.
They played for a World Series in 1982 in the American League. They were the American League pennant winner, but they have 0 World Series titles. So I could get on board with that. I don't really care who wins between the Brewers and the Cubs. Whoever wins, though, I'll be rooting for them to beat the Dodgers. I'm just kidding. I won't really root against the Dodgers.
Why would you?
I do think it's a little gross how much money they spend. It's fair. I mean, it's just the way the sport works, but I do think it makes them a good hateable. Like, they're kind of like the Yankees of the 90s. I mean, people root against the Yankees. No one wants to see the same team win all the time, and somebody just outspends everybody. Well, I'm not rooting against them for you, but, like, I'm...
You still got to run the organization, though.
No, yeah, for sure.
Like all that money the Yankees spent over the years, they still didn't – you could argue they still didn't reach their potential because, like –
they won a bunch of titles.
I mean, yeah, but they ain't won anything since 2009.
Oh, yeah, and they quit spending money. That's part of the problem. That's what the Yankees fans will tell you is the daddy died, and the sons are a bunch of schmohawks that don't know how to spend money, and they got a little cheap. Ryan Cashman all of a sudden started worrying about the money. That's what they would tell you.
Well, they've been spending in recent years, right?
Yeah, but they're not the top. I mean, like they're when I say at the top, I don't.
The Mets spend more.
Yeah, they're not number one. It's like Mets, Dodgers at the top 2. Like the Yankees are probably.
Well, the Mets are a good example. Look at all the money they spend, and they don't ever win anything.
Yeah, no, I give the Dodgers credit, but when you spend all that money, you get the ability to miss on a couple of guys.
Yeah, sure.
If you're a team that can't afford to miss on guys, if you sign a free agent and you actually spend like your budget there and they suck, you're probably in trouble.
Well, the beauty of baseball is that sometimes it just doesn't work out for the big money team. And tonight in the ALDS, you got the Tigers and Mariners going at it. And I would assume those are probably 2 of the lower spenders in baseball. That series is tied 2-2. The winner will advance to face the Blue Jays.
I would say that you're probably right about that. I can't say it for certain, but I would say you're probably right on them being low spenders. Let's see. So Jared was telling us. Okay, so yeah, the Mariners have touched up Skubal a bit this year. They've hit him pretty good. I'd say probably has pitched as poorly against them as against any opponent.
John Mateer is probable, by the way.
They upgraded him. We'll look at the college football slate coming up after the break. You got anything else before we go?
No.
We'll talk some college football coming up. Stick with us right here on Fanrun Radio.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fanrun app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fanrun Radio, Knoxville.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Hit the highway on the Vegas run.
and when I said that, I said F her, talking about a nun, a precious 98-year-old nun. And I would like to think that, in 7 years, I've grown and I've matured and I'm a different person than I was back then. I would like to think that. It's not true. I'm the same person. I would say it again. I just, the difference now is I probably wouldn't tweet it.
Okay, I was going to say, then tweet it, tough guy.
No, I'm not going to tweet it.
Okay.
I'm not going to tweet it. I thought about maybe saying something today, like just I don't know, RIP.
Gone too soon.
Definitely not gone too soon. I mean, like I said, she should have been dead a long time ago. 106 years old is too old. It's too old to be alive. And I think she probably felt that. I don't want to put myself in her old stinky decrepit shoes, but I would imagine
tread lightly calling somebody else's shoes stinky, just for the record.
That's fair. I'm actually working on a piece for fanrunradio.com that talks about stinky shoes. I need to get that out sometime today. But anyway, so RIP to her. And
now no one should ever tag you in any Sister Jean's related stuff again. It's the end of an era.
There won't be any more news.
That is the end of an era.
It is nice to get the last laugh, though, after what she put me through.
I don't think she put you through anything. I'm not sure that you get the last laugh. Now we'll see. The Tennessee fan in me feels like, hey, maybe this removes the curse. Maybe now we have paid our penance, and now maybe this team, can break through and go to the Final Four. But we'll deal with that in a couple of weeks. We got football this weekend. Cody had the headline, John Mateer upgraded to probable. In the Red River shootout. Sam, who you picking in that game?
If Mateer's playing, I like Oklahoma. I just think that defense that Venables has got rolling right now is just going to throw some crazy looks at Arch and try and get him even more confused than he's already looking, in these first couple of weeks of the season. And I thought Florida's defense did a pretty good job of confusing him, and I think Oklahoma's going to do a pretty good job as well. So, and I think Mateer's a gamer too. So if he's going to go out there and play, I'm going to roll with the better quarterback.
Of the things in college football that we're unsure of, we feel like Oklahoma's defense, we are sure that they're elite, right? Like their stats are number one across the board. Now, I will say their schedule has left a little bit to be desired when it comes to offenses they've played. I think even their SEC opponent was Auburn, who I don't think has a very dynamic offense by any means. Michigan, with Underwood making his first start. So, I would say between Michigan and Auburn, both at Oklahoma, Kent State, Illinois State, and a random road game at Temple, that I don't know if they've been tested. But I do still think that we could probably confidently say they're elite, right? And even if they're not elite, there ain't very many offenses in the SEC that should be able to really take advantage of them, at least on their schedule. Like this Texas offense on Saturday, it don't feel like an offense that's capable of really punishing that defense. You know what I mean? Like they have their own problems with their offensive line and their quarterback play. I do worry about Mateer rushing back from injury, though.
I think Texas is kind of a sneaky this one feels like a sneaky pick for me. I know it's basically kind of a toss-up, right? Like the line is, 1.5? Texas could be a sneaky pick after what happened to them last week. I don't know that I'm willing to go out there on it. I don't know that I want to walk that plank with Arch. But I feel like Oklahoma probably a little bit overrated based on the season thus far. Texas has had their manhood questioned. I wouldn't be surprised if Texas wins the game.
Right now it's basically a pick 'em. The money line is the same on both sides. Now, one team is listed as a 1.5 point favorite, but with the way the juice works out, the money line's the same. So, it is basically a coin flip. And in games like these, I typically have a rule where I try to avoid the side that will make me feel the dumbest.
Yeah.
And, to me, I don't disagree with what you're saying. It does feel like a good spot for Texas.
But picking Texas feels dumber.
I'll feel dumber if I pick Texas and then like Arch still sucks and the offensive line still can't block and Oklahoma just chokes him out and he implodes.
Yeah, and
I won't feel dumb for taking Oklahoma and Mateer because I mean they're undefeated and Oklahoma's got problems. Like, so I think I'll probably stay away from it or wait for a live line. But, like, I don't see myself picking Texas for that reason. I'd feel really dumb if they still sucked.
Yeah, I get that because I kind of feel that way just talking about it. And I do like Venable's defense. I mean, I feel like he gets those guys ready on defense every week. Like, they're always good on defense.
I think this is going to be, like, old school football. Like, I don't think there's going to be many points at all in this game.
Yeah, I would
Two
agree
really
with
good
that.
defenses.
No, I mean, like 17-13. 20-13, something like that wouldn't surprise me.
Be kind of like that Ohio State game.
Yeah.
If it comes down to the quarterbacks, though, and who you trust to make more plays, I think Mateer is the clear answer there.
I mean, yeah, Mateer has to be the clear answer.
Unless Arch just somehow finds it, and it don't look to me like Arch has got it. So
it doesn't. And, that what I said about the game, I think that boils down and is multiplied by 10 to the quarterback conversation. If I'm picking a quarterback who I trust more to make plays, like I'd feel really dumb if we sat here and I said, I trust Arch more to make plays.
Yeah.
Like he might be the one that makes them in this game, but like Mateer has earned the benefit of the doubt, even with an injury. Like he's earned that benefit. Arch hasn't done anything in his college career.
There's also,
he can do it.
There's also Oklahoma's lack of ability to run the ball though. And against that Texas front, but Florida had their way with them. So
Texas can't run the football either.
Yeah.
Over under a 45.5.
Under.
Yeah, I'll take the under too.
I'm with Sam. I think, old school game.
Is that the biggest story right now going into the SEC weekend? Just Mateer, his health, Arch, his future, because I do think we're a couple more bad performances away from the seat heating up on Sark, and I don't think they'll fire him this season, but I think it would like lead to an untenable situation where like you couldn't bring Arch back next year.
You're never too far away from the hot seat, man. Because like Sark, to even talk that way about Sark is like it sounds crazy, but you're right. And that's a team that's been in the playoff 2 straight years.
Yeah, but even in those 2 years. Give me the best Texas moments of those 2 years because, like, beating Alabama and Saban on the road is number 1. Number 2 is what? Like, what's their best win? Like, because last year was a cakewalk, and the teams they did play that were any good had their backup quarterbacks in.
I forgot they beat Alabama. Yeah,
they beat Alabama in 23.
Yeah,
they went down there and Ewers was dropping bombs.
Yeah,
that's their best win.
Ewers was a good quarterback.
Until he got hurt. I didn't think he was good in 24, but he was good in 23.
I think we're seeing that they really miss him, like in terms of he was kind of their Stetson Bennett. Not that good, but
I don't know. I saw enough. I think they're more so missing all the wide receivers they used to have and the offensive line they used to have. But you are right. Ewers is better than Arch.
Yeah. Their best moment. What is Texas's best moment?
Beating Alabama's number 1. What's their second best
beating
moment?
Arizona State.
Because that was a gross one. That was when they blew an 18-point lead and damn near should have lost in overtime.
I mean, the first playoff they made, they didn't do anything.
They got beat by a Washington team that they had immensely more talent than.
Yeah, that was probably a bad loss.
It was a very bad loss. It was one that we didn't really criticize Sark for, but that was a bad loss.
I mean, the biggest home game they've had in years. Last year, when they hosted Georgia, they got just shut out in the first half.
They got mollywopped. They got mollywopped in the SEC championship as well, and that one was closer, but they lost even after their starting quarterback got knocked out.
Yeah, with a backup. Yeah, I mean, not a good answer there, other than beating Arizona State.
So, like, if I'm a Texas fan or a Texas mega booster, like, knowing me, I'd probably be looking at that and saying, "Hey, we ain't getting what we pay for with Sark."
But think back to the preseason. Where would we have ranked Sark among the best coaches? Like he's like top 5, right?
Well, I know, but that's why I think stuff like that is dumb. Like I don't think actually Sark's resume was that much better than Josh's when you looked at it in terms of what they've done, what they've accomplished, especially like when talent's been similar. Like,
well, you could
Sark ain't beat nobody, bro.
Different,
except Saban. He got Saban. I'll give him that hat tip. So did Heupel. Heupel got a better version of Alabama too.
Same thing with James Franklin. I mean, he would have been on those top 10 lists. Probably not rated as highly as Sark, but you could say the same thing about him.
Hey, you told me I was being ridiculous for even considering Heupel as a top 3 coach whenever Connolly had him at number 2. And I was like, you look at the resumes, I think Heupel's got a claim to being just up there with some of these guys, because I think for most of them you can poke holes in. I think we are.
Yeah, but you can poke holes in us too.
You can, for sure. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm just saying, especially if you took Heupel's like UCF into account, like that's a couple double-digit win seasons there.
Won a national title, right?
Yeah, a couple double-digit. No, he wasn't there for that.
His players.
No, opposite. Frost's players. I mean, he eventually coached them too, but
he claim it somehow.
2 double-digit win seasons at UCF, 2 double-digit win seasons at Tennessee. I'm just saying there ain't many coaches that have 4 of them in the last 6 years. That's all I would say about Heupel. But no, I mean, when you look and see it, Steve Sarkisian's making $11 million a year. If I was Texas, I'd be like, are we sure we can't do better with that? If the season, that's the point where I would be at right now. I would say as a Texas fan, you got to beat this Oklahoma team. You got to fix this. We can't go worse than 9-3. You got to find a way to get this on track, or else I would be looking and saying, hey, call Nick Saban. We got all the money in the world. He's a free agent. Call Nick Saban. He's got all the resources he could ever use here. Call Nick Saban.
Jimbo Fisher in 2013 was the last play caller to win a national title as a head coach.
Really? Offensive or offensive and defensive?
Offensive.
So there might have
hasn't been a single play calling head coach to win a title in the college football playoff era.
Right, they could be calling plays for defense too. So I was wondering, I guess Kirby doesn't call defense at Georgia, right?
I think he's just kind of in Schumann's ear,
right?
And they talked about this article I'm reading talked about how Ryan Day gave up play calling duties to Chip Kelly, and then even when Kelly left, he gave it to Brian Hartline.
You can't do all that. That's the Titans. We know that's been very few people can do it, but most of the time you got to be a damn savant.
Well, what's the reasoning there?
You got to worry about the whole team. You got to worry about everything as a head coach. And from a Titans perspective, Callahan was making mistakes on when to challenge, when to call timeouts, when to do all this other stuff because he's worried about the offense. There was the play in week 1 where our guy's elbow got down, should have been a catch. He doesn't challenge it. But he probably didn't have time to think about it because he's having to call the next play and get the next guy, get the next play ready to go because you got to run a drive. I just think as a head coach, you should be worried about the game, everything.
And I think Sark's a good play designer, but
sure,
maybe just not a play caller.
Same as Kirby. I think Kirby's a defensive genius, who called great defenses at Alabama for a long time. Sarkisian knows how to call an offense. He does. But you could put the system in place. You can go through the game plan stuff the week of. You could tell people what you want. You can even be in the headset and have veto power or be in line of making suggestions. But you shouldn't be going through scrolling which plays you want and doing all that. There's just so much more you got to do as a head coach, I feel like.
I do love the old school play calling head coaches though. Spurrier, you remember the way Spurrier would call plays?
Sure.
He'd just have his little clipboard out there. He'd be, we're going to do this. Try this.
I don't know I don't know how this take feels to everyone else when I say it, but you could probably make the case Spurrier underachieved though at Florida. Probably should have won more.
Just one national title.
That's what I'm saying. He probably should have got more than one, shouldn't he have?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I know Bobby had him down there at Florida State being pretty good and
yeah.
Whatever, but I always felt Florida only getting one that during that Spurrier run.
They got one, we got one.
Yeah,
after they kicked our ass every year, but at the end of the day, we each only got one from a national title standpoint till they got theirs with Urban.
Yeah, two of them. Yeah, they're able to kind of leave us
two more on top there. Yeah,
leave us in the dust there, but
yeah.
But the Sarkisian and the Arch marriage, I think, is now the big storyline. In the preseason, I talked about Saban kind of shadowing over people. That hasn't really happened yet, but I do think Texas is a big enough job.
It may be the biggest
that with the money that I can see them getting a wild hair just to be hey, he almost took it 6 or 7 years ago. We talked to him.
Here's $20 million a year. Is that enough, Nick?
We won a national championship real bad, Nick.
Is $20 million enough? Will you come to Austin?
And then Arch, like, if they lose more games and he doesn't get better, like, I don't know how you bring him back next year, especially like at the NIL price.
No, I mean I think he's a bust.
Yeah. Yeah.
For what he's making. I mean, it just,
and for the expectations at Texas. Yeah, like, hey. And then also like change of scenery. Like if you're Arch, like, I just gotta go somewhere else.
He's probably having a good time in Austin, I would imagine.
You think he still gets to walk around campus like the man?
Yeah, I would
think
say,
so?
Among the co-eds, yeah, I'd say so.
I just mean around his peers.
What, like other football players?
That, but also just like guys at school. Like, I mean, because like if they were 5-0, he'd be like big man on campus. He'd be like, a legend. But like if I was at Texas right now with him, like, this guy sucks. Get out of here. You're terrible. Boo.
You tell him that in the hallway?
Overpaid. What's he going to do? Beat me up?
Probably.
I can use some of that $6 million.
He'd probably whoop you.
I'd like to think I could beat Arch up, but hell, who knows?
He's a damn quarterback.
He's pretty
D1
scrawny,
quarterback.
He's pretty scrawny, though.
Texas Longhorns quarterback.
He's pretty scrawny.
I'd say he's pretty big up close.
I don't think he's got no dog in him.
He'd have you hobbling.
He might. I don't know. I'd have to find out.
You'd have that damn head bandaged up in here.
He'd bad PR. He'd run away.
He bleeds just like I do.
Big purple blood stain on the side of your
He'd
head.
be like, no, Grandpa would hate it if I got in a fight. I got to run away. Let me call Grandpa first, see if I can fight.
Covered in bruises in here with a damn black eye.
No, I'd whip Arch's ass.
Them Manning boys are tougher than you give them credit.
I think Peyton and Eli probably are.
You think Peyton would whip your ass today?
No, not today.
You think you'd whip Peyton's ass?
Come on.
He's 6'5".
He's got the neck issues.
No, he'd whip your
and
ass.
you'd go for the neck, wouldn't you?
You still think so? How old's Peyton? Is he got to be getting close to 50.
45.
He is big boy.
48.
He's got probably
Peyton's big.
30 pounds on you. And
6'5". Every bit of it.
Taller than
He's
6'5". I've heard
He's
he's more like 6'7".
No, he's 6'5".
Plus, that forehead can take a lot of damage.
Because he was the prototypical quarterback. Anything over 6'6", you're getting danger range.
Well, I heard that they wanted him to list him at 6'5" because he was too tall. He was scared of that.
You heard that from who?
Mike Eckler.
Really?
Yeah.
That Peyton was 6'7"?
Yeah.
How the hell would Mike Eckler know?
Coached here at Tennessee. He probably talked to Peyton
He didn't
Manning a lot more
coach
than
Peyton.
you did.
You'd break your damn hand trying to hit Peyton in the forehead.
Yeah, you're right. He's
That
got
forehead
those
that,
steel plates.
is made of brick.
I'll take the L there.
Imagine him headbutting you. Good Lord.
I've never heard that conspiracy, Sam, that he was 6'7".
I'll try and pull the video.
Like, I mean, everywhere online says 6'5", but
I figure Archie'd probably whoop you too.
No.
You might can handle Olivia, but she's pretty tough too.
When's the last time you think Peyton Manning's been in a fight?
Probably college. No, I mean probably in the NFL locker room. I'd say things got heated from time to time, and
that's a good question.
I doubt he had like an all-out fist fight or anything with Dwight Freeney, but like I mean, I'm sure there were some.
Wouldn't want to do that with his Colts receivers.
No,
I mean, there's that clip of Jeff Saturday yelling at him and be like, okay, I'm sorry. The offensive line getting after him.
I love that clip.
Yeah.
He's
yelling at him, and finally they just snap at him. He's like, okay, all right, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Yeah. I take it back, Peyton. I couldn't beat you up. A big forehead. You just have to headbutt me. That's all you'd have to
He'd
do.
headbutt you one time. It'd be like a punch.
I got a pretty big head too, but yeah.
You got a big head, but I mean he's got the hammer unit. He's got it right where you need to hit the headbutt.
With the way he has to like lean down though to headbutt John, he might be able to get a good just sucker punch to the chest.
Also, keep in mind the neck. You can't headbutt too good with the neck.
Yeah. You'd attack the neck, wouldn't you?
I think he'd have to. Hell, he's 6'5", maybe even 6'7", according to Sam and Mike Eckler.
6'8", who knows?
Who do you think will win a fight between Peyton and Eli?
Peyton.
Like currently?
Yeah.
Peyton ain't gonna get little brothered. That just ain't gonna happen. Not in that family. Not with the testosterone flowing the way it does there. There's a pecking order, with them.
Eli Manning for sure. They've got him doing all types of drills on the manicast. He's doing pull-ups, push-ups, running around.
Eli seems more athletic for sure.
Eli's more athletic. He's probably better shape at this point. But
He can still throw 70 yards too. So
I just don't see Peyton getting big boyed by his little brother. I just can't imagine that.
He'd have that one.
He wouldn't resort to violence.
Eli's pretty handsome.
That adrenaline would take over. Yeah, he is. He's looked that way forever.
Yeah, Eli's aging well.
He's aging very well.
Eli's pretty handsome.
He's got good skin.
Okay, we'll continue college football conversation after the break. Stick with us.
Can't get enough Fanrun radio? Download the free Fanrun app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Fanrun is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fanrun Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fanrun Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Continue the college football conversation. Let's try to make you a little money. Cody, been on fire. Number 3 in the SM Athletics College Football Fan Run Pick'em.
Should be number 2.
Should be number 2, allegedly. I don't know if I believe that or not.
You know I was on Cincy.
I do remember you saying it.
Yeah.
I do remember you saying it.
I didn't change my pick at the right time, I guess. Didn't save. That's over 220 entries, by the way, in that. And your favorite radio co-host sitting here at number 3, arguably number 2 in those pick'ems. So if there's anybody you can trust, I mean, it's me. I'm also like, I'm not trying to brag here, but I'm like 34-26 against the spread.
You're what?
Like 34-26 against the spread.
Okay.
I feel like is
that's
decent.
pretty good.
I mean,
okay. Well, who do you like this week?
Well, I don't like a lot this week. There's a lot that I want to stay away from. I kind of lean toward Florida covering A&M, but I'm staying away. I kind of lean toward Texas over Oklahoma, but I'm staying away. Like, I just don't have a lot of confidence. I'm not touching Alabama, Missouri. I don't know what the hell is going to happen there. There's 3 that I'll give you. One of them that I think I like Georgia at Auburn. Auburn's a popular upset pick this week. Tony Basilio's all over it. Coming up here in just over an hour, the Basilio Show. He's all over Auburn. I don't think I like that. I think I like Georgia to go down there and take care of Auburn. But, 3.5, you get that hook to deal with, so I don't even want to officially give that one out. What I would say, here's my – I got a twofer for you. It's the SC special. I like South Carolina covering 9.5 against LSU, and I like USC covering 2.5 at home against Michigan.
I hate that.
You hate it? All right.
Michigan's winning outright.
I call it the SC special, Sam. USC and USC Junior covering.
Cody, good picks.
You like?
Yes, the SC special. That sounds very good. Why did you not message me back last night? Did you get my message?
I don't think so. I don't think I have your number. Did you?
No, I sent you not. If I had sent you a text, I would say a text. I did not send you a text. I sent you a message. Those are different. I saw you on this app, and I was like, oh, that's my friend Cody. And I sent you a message on there. Why did you not respond?
I don't recall seeing it, Money Monster. What was the app?
Will you please go check your Grindr? I sent you a message on Grindr. And I said, hey, Cody, it's me. I'll see you tomorrow, but please let everyone know that I like Kennesaw State +6. And you did not respond.
You sent me a message on what?
On Grindr.
On
Grindr.
Grindr?
Yes, I get on there and I share pics with people and we try to make money. Grindr.
I don't think you... do you know what the purpose of that app is?
Yes, to grind. I'm on my grind. I'm trying to get money. That's what the whole point is. Money Monster.
No.
I see you on there. I say, oh, that's my friend Cody. Cody, it's me, Money Monster. Please let everyone know I like the Kennesaw State Owls.
Look, let's talk more about this off the air, but I think you've been a little bit misled on what that app is, on its purpose.
What do you mean?
Well, how do I put this in terms that Money Monster can...
I see you on there, and I say, hey, that's my friend Cody.
Are you looking for this Money Monster?
Okay, Money Monster.
I hear about pics on Grindr. I try to send pic.
Are you familiar with sex? Have you had sex? Do you ever...
What did you just say to me?
Sex. It's...
What did you just say to me?
I don't know if you have a...
Do the Money Monster have sexual urges? Is that what you're wondering?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I just want to make money. Let's make some money.
Well, sometimes two people...
You didn't get my message. You want everyone to believe that you didn't see my message because you are trying to hold my record down. Everyone knows I love the Kennesaw State Owls. Woo-hoo! Unfortunately, they played last night, so I couldn't make my pick. So I tried to send it to you, but it's fine. Let's make some money this week. Okay?
Okay, we'll talk more about the app later. I'll explain the...
Red River shootouts under 45.5. You boys said it. I agree. Not a lot of points in that game. 45.5. Give me the under.
I think we all love that one, don't we?
Do. We all love that.
Everyone's in agreement on that.
Yeah, let Money Monster check his notes. Okay. Toledo, -11.5 at Bowling Green. Give me the Rockets. I was trying to find people to talk Toledo with. I kept tweeting about Rockets on Grindr last night, and they said, Rocket? Like Red Rocket? I said, no, Toledo doesn't wear red. No, not Red Rocket.
Did you get any picks that you weren't expecting by chance? Or?
I was trying to give picks. People were... It was very weird. It was very weird, the picks I was getting back. I said, no, let's make money. They said, how much? I said, how much? As much as you want. Let's make as much money. $100. It got very weird. But my friend Cody wouldn't message me back. Pick number 2. Numero dos, if you will.
Toledo.
Oh, yeah. Pick numero tres. Give me San Diego State. We're going back to San Diego State. -7.5. They're going to win by 20 points. Trust me. They play Nevada. They play Nevada.
You're big on the Aztecs, huh?
Well, here's the thing, Cody. When I find somebody I like to stay with them until they make me unhappy. That's what I put in my bio. I said, looking for winners and people that are nice to me money-wise. And I said, Cody, San Diego State, Kennesaw State Owls. Those are my friends until further notice.
So you're looking for long-term, you'd say?
Yes.
You should put that on the Grindr app.
Long-term relationship haver, yes, because whenever you're good to Money Monster and you help Money Monster make money, I'm very loyal. I stick around.
If you put that on the app, I think you're probably less likely to get the unwanted pics, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, okay, that's good advice, I think. I appreciate you.
Put that you're more into long-term.
Pick number 4.
Numero cuatro.
See. I like Tennessee to score over 41.5 points.
That's a lot of points, Money Monster.
It is a lot of points. But I was listening to my favorite show, and I was told that Tennessee has the game circled. So that means they're going to score a lot of points. But then I was thinking, how many of the players were even on the team last year on offense?
Well,
there's not a lot of people on the offense from the team last year.
Several transfers.
It's all new faces.
Miles Kitselman.
Okay.
Chris Brazel.
Miles Kitselman? I saw Miles on that app too. I tried to message him, but he didn't reply either.
Miles, my friend Miles. Miles Kitselman, Chris Brazel, Lance Hurd. Remember him?
He was very bad against Arkansas last year. That's true.
You got to think he's taking it personal.
41.5. Tennessee scores points. That's my pick.
I like it. I like all of those. I'm not sure about Toledo. I don't know much about them, but I trust you on San Diego State.
Yeah.
You're kind of from that area, right? Like just south of there?
I've got to get you to message me back because San Diego State earlier was 6.5 and it was really good. Toledo was 9.5, but by the time you invite me on Friday, the line's going up 2 points each way. 7.5, 11.5, much tougher than 9.5, 6.5.
Sounds like you were headed in the right direction, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know, but a bad number. 6.5 I can do. 7.5 a little too big for Money Monster to feel too comfortable.
Makes it a little more challenging.
Yeah. 9.5, okay, I'll try. 11.5, no, that's too much, but that's who the Money Monster likes. Yeah. Okay, so any plans this weekend?
Well, I'm going to the game.
You're going
Tennessee
to the
Arkansas game. Yeah. Are you going to the game?
No.
Where are you watching at?
I watch it at my friend's house.
You have a friend?
Yeah.
From Grindr?
Yeah. He said, let's make some money. I said, okay. He said he's bringing camera. I said, for what? He said, live stream. I said, okay. So we're doing a live stream watch along. If you want to watch, I down in his basement, we're going to be watching all the games, camera set up.
Will there be refreshments, you think?
I hope.
Probably.
He said to bring an appetite and he's going to, quote, work up my thirst. So I hope he is going to have refreshments. Water, Gatorade, you know.
Yeah, all the things you like to drink. Yeah. Well, that sounds like a splendid time. I can't wait to hear how it went next week.
I'll see you next week.
Okay. See you next week, buddy.
Have a good weekend with your friends.
You too.
Okay. I'll see you at the bars later. Okay. See you next week.
Okay. Be careful on those apps.
All right. See you. Bye.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life. Days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fanrun Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332-941.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Round 3.
The world's great.
Morning woman from 7 to 10.
Hour number 3 kicking off here. White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Let's hit another batch of headlines. Give us the news, Cody. What's the news? What's the latest?
All right. Thanks, John. Some big Neyland Stadium news.
Okay.
You heard about Luke Combs a day or two ago, right?
Yeah.
Well, now there's more news. The Savannah Bananas. Those wacky bananas. They're coming to Neyland, too. Also next May.
Okay. The Savannah Bananas.
You excited?
I'm not excited, but I know people are excited. I know that you don't think that I want people to enjoy things, but I'm not going to be there, but I hope everybody that goes has a great time. They're very popular.
They are popular.
People love them.
Are they making money off of that? Are those boys making
tons?
They're well compensated.
I don't know how much the players. Yeah, I don't know how much the players make. I mean, do you have any idea, Sam? Has that been reported anywhere?
I don't know what the players make, but I mean, I can't stand the Bananas, but I do respect the guy who created it. He's a very good businessman.
Their waiting list is 3.5 plus million.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know that their home games, if you don't have season tickets, if you don't live in Savannah and have season tickets, you're kind of cooked when they come around. It's tough to get. Whenever they came to the Nissan Stadium a couple years ago.
Can I tell you how dumb I am?
Very dumb.
This is me being vulnerable here.
How dumb are you?
I thought they were a minor league team.
Well, they used to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
They were a single A. I want to say they're single A, maybe even lower than that.
I think they were a summer ball team.
Okay.
Playing against how college players go and play in those leagues. I think they're in one of those.
So they're not now? They're just doing a Harlem Globetrotters thing
Yeah, the
now?
guy that owned them said, I'm not going to make any money doing this, so instead I'm just going to introduce a new wacky version of baseball, and we're going to try to stand out that way because we're not going to make it anywhere as the Sand Gnats.
So who do they...
Hold on. The Bananas logo and colors. The Coastal Plain League, Sam, is where they came in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So who do they play? There's other teams that do what they do?
Yeah, but I mean, I think...
there's 3 other teams.
The guy owns all of them, though, right? I assume?
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to create a banana ball league, essentially. So they're trying to expand it as much as possible for them,
I feel like they should
more teams to play against.
Okay, so here they're playing the Texas Tailgaters, whatever that is.
I haven't heard of the Texas Tailgaters. I've heard of the Party Animals.
So, if you remember Liam Spence for Tennessee baseball, I think he plays for the Firefighters. So he's not on the Bananas, but he plays in one of the opposing teams.
Okay.
There's also the Loco Beach Coconuts.
I thought we actually had somebody on the Bananas. So okay, so I guess maybe it's just in that world. Do they have different owners? Does this guy bring in some of his buddies and say, "Hey, we can print money," or does he own all the teams and it's like Vince McMahon just putting on a wrestling show every night?
I'm not sure. I kind of feel like it's just him because he's been doing this entire thing the whole time. He used to be the PA announcer and just did every game day operation possible, and he's just kind of built it up himself.
Yeah. So in 2018, they created the banana ball rule, and they would use it for inter-squad scrimmage games. And I guess they say it got very popular around Savannah, and people would come play it. And then COVID happened, and then basically they're like, you know what? Let's just start playing.
playing this full time. Let's just start doing that. People love it. It'll sell out. It'll be exciting. I won't be there, but I think it's cool. I think it's, Danny White putting Neyland Stadium to use and trying to bring in as much money as possible. I hope, like when they went to Clemson, Clemson's baseball team got involved, right? There was something that the Savannah Bananas did with Clemson baseball, no?
Maybe, but I hope we don't get involved.
Well, I was going to say, if we could turn it into like a NIL thing, if the boys can get some money, I'd be all right with that. I thought they did something with Clemson's baseball team too. Yeah, Clemson played an exhibition against them. Okay. Sold out, 81,000 people.
Oh, like we'll sell out Neyland for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I just wonder, like, if we would make our baseball team play them.
Who goes to that? Just like families with kids?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Now, there might be other people there who just want to party and drink and stuff, but it's mostly like kid-friendly thing.
The University of Tennessee at Chattanooga has denied Turning Point USA from becoming an official registered student organization on campus, but then apparently they reversed course. So they denied Turning Point USA from becoming a registered student organization, but then it appears that they, I guess under pressure from people, the UTC Dean of Students Office approved Turning Point USA as a registered student organization. They said recognition of student organizations is determined by the Dean of Students and Chancellor in accordance with the university policy and state law. This was the Charlie Kirk. So I guess they were under some fire on the internet.
I was reading about the Bananas, but did you say the Dean has officially approved them?
That's what it says. Yeah.
I saw some politicians starting to like put some heat on them, so I figured they would.
Yeah,
they especially in Tennessee didn't want to be have that type of attention on them. So I figured this would get resolved, and it seems as if it did.
This thing that I'm reading says the Bananas turned $100 million profit last year.
Buddy, I mean, I imagine ESPN's cutting a pretty good check, and they sell out everywhere they go. So I'd be curious to see like how much gets put back into the players. I'd be interested if you can get me their salary.
Yeah, I mean, just on a quick Google search, it says like $50K.
See, that seems low. I was hoping they'd at least make like 150, 200,000. But I mean, hey, if it's $50K and everything's paid for, it's a little bit different. They're putting them up, treating them like rock stars whenever they go around. It's a little bit different.
I don't know if they're doing year round or either. If it's just the good part, like seasonality type of thing.
I'd say you can't really play it when it's cold. I can't imagine, but we had it on here in the
indoor stadiums too.
We had it on here in the office yesterday, the Clemson game, and they were playing, one of the other teams, whatever. And that guy hit a home run, but really it was like a home run that I think was foul because if you hit it in the foul territory, if it doesn't get caught, it's a home run. I don't know the rules, but like he's taking a trot, and they're like, "Oh yes, this guy, he was the number 15 draft pick in the 2010 MLB draft." I was like, God, I bet he did not see his life ending up this way whenever he was drafted 15th overall, running around pretending to celebrate a foul ball.
Well, hopefully he's making money. I mean, if he's making
50,000, according to Sam.
Oh, that's it, 50,000. Okay. Yeah, well, it's decent life, I guess. The Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders said that he is in a great mental space right now. He says he sees a light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever my role is here, I'm happy. I'm thankful. Happy just to do that. Whatever his role is with the Browns, he says.
Did he say it or did he mime it?
He actually said it this time.
That's a good question, Matty. So is he talking again?
Yeah.
That's good.
Apparently he did not lose the ability to speak. So that's good to hear for him. An Eagles offensive lineman, Lane Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's calling for a less predictable attack.
Wow. Okay. So it's not just A.J. Brown now. It's the offensive line, saying, hey, we got to do some other stuff. Which Dan Orlovsky was kind of on their ass, last week saying, look, when the Eagles are in shotgun, 85% of the time it's a pass. When they're under center, 80% of the time it's just a handoff to Saquon. Like the predictability, it's there. Like they have no creativity. Everyone knows what they're doing.
He said one of the keys to improving the offense following the loss to the Giants would be to be, quote, less predictable. It seems a lot harder than it needs to be. Maybe moving forward, we just need to have a little bit more variety, maybe hit the perimeter some, he says.
Wow. A.J. Brown, after the game, was asked about, because they kept talking about this meeting that him, Jalen Hurts, and Saquon apparently had, and after the game, he said he can't recall it. I don't know if that's A.J. being a troll, but he's like, I don't know. What are you talking about?
What was that? He said he couldn't recall what?
The meeting that him, Saquon, and Jalen Hurts apparently had that everyone was talking about.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
They did actually throw the ball to A.J. a little bit last night.
Yeah, they did. He finally had a decent game.
Sam, did you watch the game last night?
Mm-hmm.
Did that catch on the sideline that he made remind you of the one against the Bengals?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That one made me sad.
We should send him back. We should get him back.
Cam will throw him the ball.
Send him like L'Jarius Sneed and some picks and something.
Hell, just send him Tony Pollard. They like to run the ball. Just let him run the ball. Did you guys see the Michael Irvin rant yesterday? Did you guys watch that by chance?
No.
Maddie, you're a Miami guy. Did you watch it? It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
This is yesterday?
Yeah.
Is he back on
Well,
the
it went
powder?
viral yesterday.
Was he sober?
I do think he is on the coke. I do think he is. He's just running around too much like a wild man sweating.
I mean, every time I see him, he's fired up and he's sweating.
Or he could just be that way naturally. He could just be somebody that's fired up naturally all the time.
Given the history, I don't know.
It's one of the all-time rants. I love it so much. Somebody, I don't even know who the podcast is. Some podcast was talking about Deion Sanders and this generation of football players, and was talking about how Deion couldn't guard the wide receivers of today. And like while they're talking about it, they show like Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin. So then like Michael Irvin just goes on an all-time rant about basically. I mean, I think he makes good points, and I do think. Look, I kind of cringe when like NBA players of the 90s talk about how like, oh, these players couldn't play today. Like, yeah, they could. Shut up. But Michael Irvin is basically like, these wide receivers, they get to play bleeping 7-on-7. He's like, every catch I ever made was in the midst of pain.
Well, yeah, man.
He's just like, the linebackers will check you every route. He's like, if you got hit hard and depleted, they were celebrated. He's like, now you get suspended for 3 games.
He's right. Wide receiver used to be the most dangerous job in America.
That's a really good impression, John.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I watched it like 5 times. Every ball I ever caught was in the midst of pain. It was good.
They should have seen him doing coke in the commercial break.
They're also just playing on AstroTurf. They're just basically playing football on concrete.
Well, yeah. I mean, the fact that more guys weren't paralyzed, more guys didn't die on the field back then. I mean, the way that they played the game is shocking, really.
We should probably like reverse some of these salaries that these guys are making. Like the guys in the past deserve financial compensation for what they went through.
Well, that's why the NFL gives them such a good pension. I mean, that's why they get to pull a decent check every year from the pension if you stay. But like Irving, and Irving was just like, look, basically like, don't use me and Jerry Rice as the pitchers. We're 2 of the most decorated wide receivers ever. Like, we're champions.
Yeah.
I won 3 Super Bowls, and every game I played in, I performed. And the bigger the game, the bigger I performed. And I went back and looked, and I was looking at his NFC Championship record. He had 12 catches for 192 yards against the 49ers in 1995. I was like, oh, damn, that's a crazy game. But then I saw, and this was what really blew my mind, in that game where he had 12 catches for 192 yards and 2 touchdowns, he had 26 targets.
Oh, my God.
They threw him the ball 26 times. So I was like, I threw it to him 26. He only caught 12. But I was like, did nobody else show up that day? Like, did they just literally throw him the ball 26 times?
Alvin Harper must have been out.
Must have been.
If you watch that Cowboys documentary, I know I've talked a lot about it, but like I really do recommend it. Like, because you see a lot of that stuff that Michael Irvin's talking about. I mean, him just getting absolutely decapitated.
No, Michael Irvin was my favorite player growing up. Like, I mean, like any other kid that grew up in the 90s, I was a Cowboys fan, but I loved 88. Like, that was my guy.
Yeah.
So, like, I think I kind of got my first dose of, like, what Jordan fans probably feel like when they talk about LeBron. Because, like, hell yeah, Michael, tell him. You were getting hit. He's like, I didn't catch one pass behind the line of scrimmage. Every catch I had was in the midst of pain.
Well, he's got a good point that, like, if you're going to go with that narrative, if that's what you want to say, don't go after Michael Irvin and Jerry Rice.
Yeah, that's what he says. He's like, why are you putting us on there?
Yeah, like, if you want to say that, whatever. Like, but pick out some other guys. You don't go for the two two of the 10 greatest receivers of all time.
Well, especially when talking about like your whole premise is Deion Sanders couldn't cover. Like Deion Sanders can handle speed. Deion Sanders is very, very fast.
Yeah, I mean Deion was one of his kind when he was playing, like first of his kind.
But I urge you during the commercial break, it's 5 minutes, but you could kind of fast forward past the other guy saying dumb stuff and get 4 minutes of just pure Michael Irvin cocaine rant. It's so electric.
I searched Michael Irvin on Twitter, and it's just Michael Irvin, his name, but then the bottom two are just Michael Irvin goes off.
Yeah, there's like people are clipping it and just having like 10-second clips. I mean, it's great. And I found it yesterday, and I just giggled about it all day. I loved it.
Don't ask him about that 85 Sugar Bowl, though.
In the midst of pain.
A lot of sugar in his bowl.
That's true. We'll be honoring the 85 Sugar Balls, at the game Saturday.
Oh, is that so? I didn't know that.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Is that a recent development, or has that been the plan the whole time?
No, it's been the plan. It's Champions Weekend. So
okay.
Whatever year you're in, like this year we're in a 5, so like 85 would be 40 years ago, And so it's on the calendar that's who they'll be honoring. And then also some other SEC championship teams.
I went into the places where Payne lived, and I made plays there.
That's what I'm saying. Now, he says something that was a little crazy. He said he'd catch 200 passes per year in today's NFL. Like, I don't know if I'm willing to go that far, Michael, but because like the all-time record is 149, so like I don't know if I'm willing to go that far that you'd catch 200 passes every year, but the rest of it was good. You said you had one more thing, Cody? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying the 85 Sugar Balls thing.
Oh.
I mean, Michael Irvin, had the first touchdown in that game when Tennessee beat Miami 35-7. He had the touchdown. They drove it right down the field, and then Tennessee put up 35 unanswered. Ruined their national championship hopes right in their era, the Canes.
All right, good batch of headlines. Sam, send us to break. Let's talk sports on Fanrun Radio.
For the fans, by the fans, this is Fanrun Radio, Knoxville.
Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamiqua Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at BigSportsShow.com. That's BigSportsShow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fanrun Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fanrun app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fanrun TV.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fanrun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
this Fan Run Friday. Again, if you're out and about, come see us over at SM Athletics. Get you a hat, get you a shirt, a cup, hang out, bring some gifts, punch Cody, beat him up, give me a hug, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do, come by and see us. We're just giving something back to the people. It's our Friday 10 a.m. Power Hour with Maddie. How are you today, Maddie? You good?
I'm here, so I'm all right.
What is it with that chair that just turns people into Eeyore? Maddie's usually full of life, and
never seen him so sad.
I know. What the hell's wrong? Bubba's always Eeyoreing it up. I guess I'm alive, John. The stars have aligned in the universe to keep my existence on this plane.
You thought about ever doing like voiceovers?
Yeah, I have.
No, I don't mean like for radio. Maybe like at Disney.
For Disney?
Yeah.
He's not allowed within 100 yards of Disney.
You could be like if they were to do a TED 3, and I forget the guy's name who does it.
Ted?
Yeah. But you could
His
be.
name's Ted. The Bear's name's Ted.
No, the guy who.
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane. You could be
Seth.
the next Ted.
I couldn't be Seth.
Your voice would be perfect for Ted.
I appreciate the compliment. I'm a little self-conscious about my voice, so I appreciate the compliment.
I've always thought it's kind of a shrill sound.
Yeah, me too.
It really kind of hurts in the ears.
Yeah.
Really just when you're loud, though. When you're just talking, it's not bad. It's a good radio voice.
Now, I've heard reports about your country-ass voice from Arkansas. How did your voice change over the years?
Okay, so it sounds like Bear told you about that.
Yeah, he said that you sounded like a country bumpkin.
Well, Bear didn't see it because I didn't show him, and I'm not showing you. I'm not showing anyone.
Well, right.
Because I'm embarrassed.
So here we go. So it's true. Okay, so there is some self-consciousness about how much of a country bumpkin you were in high school.
You know how people feel about when they were in high school. Like you change so much as a person. Like you just.
But how did your voice change?
You look back on that as just awkward,
Sure, but how did your voice change though?
I think I talked based on what I was around. Like I just talked like I just kind of sounded like a hick.
No, I mean I understand that, but like I don't really understand changing it. Like, did you?
My voice has changed over time. I'm like a chameleon. I kind of adapt to my surroundings.
Yeah.
You know how when you hear of people moving to a different place and they kind of sound different, I think you pick up like different dialects and stuff. Like if you moved to New York City and you lived there for 10 years and you were around those people for 10 years.
I really think my voice would stay the same, but I don't know.
I feel like it would change a little bit and you wouldn't really notice it. But other people would notice it.
I can tell you that both of your voices would change without a doubt.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've seen my voice change.
I definitely like understand the idea. Like if you were young and impressionable, but like I'm 35 years old at this point. Like I don't know, like how long would it take for my voice to change, Maddie? Like you're saying, like give me like
decade.
3 years, and all of a sudden I'm talking like you real fast and such.
No, you need a decade in order to see certainly a visible change.
Okay.
I've always loved voices.
Now, if I brought me in a fast-talking, high-paced, New York or Miami type of lover, sure. But what if I went down there with my own country bumpkins myself, like Beverly Hillbillies? Like I feel like I'd have enough people at home keeping my voice real slow and drawn out.
You never heard of the Beverly Hillbillies?
I have not.
It's an old TV show.
That's the rumor you heard about Cody. His voice changed.
Yeah, I heard that he had a real thick Arkansas country bumpkin accent.
It's not a rumor, like it's true.
That's better than the rumor I heard.
What's the rumor you heard, man?
I heard you're on some apps.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, Money Monster told you about
I heard you're on some apps.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with whatever apps you want to be on, brother.
But Money Monster, he's, I don't know what he's doing on there. I don't think he's
probably on the same stuff as Michael Irvin.
Maybe, maybe some people are on there
in
for
the
that.
Midst of pain.
I would venture to say there might be some people that are on there just for that, potentially. You know what I mean?
That's very true.
Yeah.
I was just on there to make some money.
You were on there too?
Oh, touche. Cut that out of the podcast. Kayfabe's dead. Damn it.
Can't let people know you're the Money Monster.
Kayfabe is dead. Damn it. I ruined it.
You're just joking around. You're not the Money Monster. They know it's somebody else.
So anything else from college football as we get ready for it this weekend that we need to hit? I mean, I think Tennessee, Arkansas, look, I mean, I think it's the type of game. We've talked about it. To me, it comes down to A, their effort level, B, Tennessee's execution. Now you throw in C of Tennessee's want to on defense. Sam talked about the bulletin board material at the start of the show. I think it just comes down to that. Can Tennessee bother Taylor Green? Can they get him off schedule? Can the run game be stifled by Tennessee's defense because of Arkansas's running back making fun of us? Like, to me, like that's kind of the key. And then on the offensive side of the ball for Tennessee, Joey's got to keep playing well, limit turnovers, and just put these trio of wide receivers to use.
What's your concern level for this game? Like, where are you at?
Line continues to go down. It's down to 11.5 now. So the line started at 13.5. Has gone down a couple points.
Do you lean towards Tennessee covering that? Do you feel good about that, or do you?
I lean towards Tennessee overwhelming bad opponents, especially at home. And they didn't do it to Mississippi State, and they didn't do it to Arkansas last year. So, like, I understand it's not a perfect thought. Now, both those games were at, on the road. When has Tennessee struggled at home, in your opinion, under Josh Heupel? And let's just move past 2021 because I don't think that's really fair to necessarily judge.
Well, if you look at 2022, you want to start there. They beat the hell out of Kentucky. They beat the hell out of Missouri.
Missouri game was a little bit of a battle.
It was a contest for a bit, but we just scored at will.
Yeah, it was annoying. Like, Tennessee didn't pull away until late in the second quarter, third quarter, I feel like.
But at the end of the day, you got 66 points.
Yeah.
At
the end of the day, you won 66-24, so none of that matters. But it was only 28-17 at halftime. It wasn't like you completely killed them. And I want to say, did they score? They scored right out of the gate in the second half, right? Yeah, it was 28-24, 5 minutes into the third quarter. Now, from that point on, you beat them, what would you say, 21-0 to make it 66?
Yeah, they just didn't have a prayer of stopping our offense. You look at you had the Florida game in 22, which I thought really you handled in the second half. You let them get some garbage time on you. But
yeah, you were up 18. They came back. They lost by 5. You had to dodge a Hail Mary.
23, you had A&M at home. That was a low-scoring fight. You had Joe Milton at quarterback. I don't think anybody thinks the 23 team was as good offensively as this team you got now.
No, South Carolina on 23 too.
Yeah, you beat them down.
Yeah.
You beat them down. And that's what I've been comparing this Arkansas game to. That's kind of a revenge game. Same kind of deal there. So you were good in those games. Who else did you play at home in 23? Georgia, obviously, that's a loss.
You didn't beat Georgia. A&M, A&M was kind of gross, 20-13.
It was gross.
UConn doesn't count. Vandy, you beat 48-24. I feel like you kind of took care of business there.
Yeah, and then last year you had
last year would be like where you didn't dominate teams.
You're playing a different style. You're playing a different style of football last year. You're playing defense and running the ball and not doing a lot with your quarterback last year. Florida could have gone either way. Alabama could have gone either way.
Kentucky, I won't say could go either way, but Kentucky was more of a sweat than it needed to be.
28-18, I believe.
Yeah,
it wasn't pretty.
The first half was awful.
Yeah, I mean, you were down. You were down at halftime, 10-7.
Yeah, Mississippi State, you could have scored 50 in that game. You just didn't.
Your quarterback got knocked out. He had actually started Nico had played well against Kentucky and against Mississippi State. He gets knocked out of the Mississippi State game in Kentucky. I don't know if you remember. He had like 3 drops, like that would have been touchdowns. The wide receivers just couldn't really catch. I thought he played pretty well that game, but you just couldn't make field goals. Didn't you miss like 3 field goals that game against Kentucky? I want to say you missed 3 field goals against Kentucky, and you just couldn't get a stop when you needed to, which was frustrating because your defense was so good.
I remember it feeling very frustrating, but I think, again, last year you just look at the quarterback situation you had, and I think Joey is a lot more like Hendon Hooker than he is Nico. Not saying he is Hendon Hooker or whether he's better or whatever, but this offense is much more like the 22 offense than it is the 23 or 24 offense.
Yeah, last year, the Kentucky game, it was a 3-point game, roughly at the 8 or 9 minute mark. Then Tennessee was able to go on a 13-play, 91-yard touchdown drive to end that game. Then they got to stop.
It was kind of a frustrating game.
Big time drive though to go put that to bed. I do remember that. That was a nice drive by Nico and the guys. a really good third down pass. I believe that Nico is kind of rolling out and hit Thornton, kind of sliding down. I feel like to move the chains.
I got a pretty good amount of confidence in the boys tomorrow in this one at home. I mean,
yeah, but the home stuff didn't really carry over last year because, I mean, you struggled against Florida. And I would say Florida has much more talent than this Arkansas team. But Kentucky, you play with your food there too. So maybe I shouldn't have as much confidence in Josh Heupel and this team at home as I currently do right now.
Well, I don't think last year is much like this year. I think you were playing, like I said, kind of a different style of football last year.
So you want to compare it just to 2022 then?
Well, not necessarily. But don't you think this offense is a lot closer to 22 than it is 24?
Sure.
So, I mean, we've had 5 straight games scoring 41 points or more. I mean, that's something that hasn't happened at Tennessee.
And maybe that's the key is when Tennessee's offense is clicking, it overwhelms people like it did. I mean, it even did in 21 as well against
South Carolina, Missouri.
Yeah, against teams that you were better than.
Right.
And Tennessee is better than Arkansas. So, like, yeah, maybe it's not fair to even really look at 23 and 24 because we're playing more like, 21, 22. And then so far in 25.
We're playing a lot closer to that style, with the tempo. We're moving with tempo and pace and that's kind of what I expect Saturday.
You did what you needed to do against Syracuse in terms of controlling that game. You didn't control Mississippi State at all. That was a dogfight from the get-go. Now, I think if the Mississippi State game was played in Knoxville, it goes a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Like, I think we'd beat Mississippi State by 17, by 20 or so if it was in Knoxville.
The home field makes a big difference in college football.
Matt, are you going?
Of course.
You mean the student section?
I'm working it, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Doing some media stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you been up there before?
I have.
Will you be up or down on the field?
I'll be up.
Be up?
Yeah.
What kind of food they serving up there nowadays?
Barbecue tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So got good ice cream?
Last I checked, yeah. They got,
Cookies.
that whole cooler full of goodies.
Nice.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about the press box is just that you can't hear the crowd. Yeah. I don't like the silence in there behind the big wall of glass,
Well, I'll be running around, but I'll be stationed.
You can probably get down to the field, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
That's where I'd be if I was you.
Sam, you're going?
Mm-hmm. I'll be
Cody's
there.
going? Hell, all the boys are going.
Yeah.
Even Cody's agreed to take Bubba for free. What?
Not exactly.
That's so nice of you, Cody.
Well, that was just
kind of did.
That was just if my buddy couldn't go.
Oh.
But I think he's
You
leaning
want free
toward
beer or not?
Going.
I'll take that back.
Yeah. Huh?
Said, do you want free beer or not?
I'd rather have the price of the ticket.
Amen to that. I feel you there.
I was just saying if it was last minute desperation,
I would like the price of the ticket as well.
Yeah.
How did you get tickets, Sean?
I'm not going.
Oh.
He can't be bothered to go to minuscule.
I was going to say,
Arkansas
I feel like every time he tells me he goes, he's got some crazy story as to how he got tickets.
I go to the big games, and I don't view this one as a big game, Maddie. I hope the team does. I hope Sam and Cody are right. The team's had it circled, and they want revenge, and they're thirsty for blood. I'm just saying, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm going to be working here. If you're not going to the game and you want to hang out with me on YouTube, I'll be doing a watch along there, drinking some Surfsides, and then doing voluntary reactions. So I got a jam-packed day. Don't worry about me. My nephew's turning 16. I got Saturday. We're supposed to go ride go-karts and go eat. These indoor go-karts over here. We're supposed to go do that.
I thought you just had the quinceañera for your niece.
That was my niece. I got a nephew, too. They're two different people. A niece is a girl and a nephew's a guy.
Yeah, well, I just...
So what do they call it for a guy?
Close birthdays.
That wasn't me that had the niece quinceañera. That wasn't me. Duh, remember. So I got jam-packed Saturday. I got a lot of stuff going on.
What do they call it for a guy? Not quinceañera.
Sweet 16. He turned 16. Quinceañera is 15, Maddie. My nephew's turning 16.
Yeah. So, but what do they call it when your nephew turned 15?
I didn't call it nothing. I called it one more year before you get to drive and be useful to this family of going to pick people up and run errands for your parents. That's what I called it.
The guys really get screwed.
Sweet 16. Shout out Rick Barnes. Nah, that doesn't work anymore. He makes the Elite Eight now.
Yep.
Shout out Chuck Berry.
Final Four this year.
Maybe a little problematic. I don't know.
Could be a whole national championship. Not Sister Jean's dead, and she's not stopping us anymore.
Rip.
You know what it means?
This might be the year.
You know what it means when my nephew turns 16?
He can drive.
His birthday's Monday.
He can drive?
Well, I don't know if these kids drive anymore. I don't know if these kids want to drive. I don't know if he wants to or not. No, what it means is that Frank. They got the same birthday. Frank is turning 16 on Monday. How about that?
Wow.
What a beast.
He's the exact same age as Frank?
Yep. Same day and everything.
They were born the same day?
Same day.
That's wild.
I know. Frank's going to be 16 on Monday.
Wow.
Good for Frank.
Still gets around pretty good for 16.
Frank's
whenever people find out he's 16, they're always kind of blown away. They're like, wow, he gets around good. I take good care of him.
Hell of a dog.
You going to get him like maybe just like put a candle on like a little dog treat or something?
Honestly, I don't usually do anything because he's a dog.
Right.
I didn't put that together that was a dog until you said gets around good for 16.
I tell him happy birthday, but like I don't. If I have some chicken, I'll throw him some chicken. But he doesn't know. I don't go out and waste money. Hell, he's expensive enough. As
celebrating a dog's birthday seems pretty silly to me.
Yeah,
it's a milestone birthday.
They don't know. They have no idea what you're talking about.
He gets enough good stuff all the time.
What did you do for your 16th birthday, Cody?
I drank. I did some drinking.
Yep,
Maybe I'll get Frank a little White Claw. There you go, Frank.
We actually had a big party for my 16th birthday down on the riverbank.
What did they call it?
Just
16,
blowout,
yeah.
just getting drunk.
You got screwed too?
Not that night.
Yeah.
No.
Cody's 16.
Yeah, that was a big one. Now I'm double that. Wow. That's crazy. The first night I drove
having this damn dog for 16 years is crazy. That's the wild thing.
It's half of Cody's life.
Yeah, the fact that you had that dog like basically on my 16th birthday or pretty close to there seems insane because that feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah. Me and this dog's been through so much.
I remember, you were talking about Frank getting old like 5 years ago. You were like,
he was getting old.
He's got some trouble. He's down in his back a little bit. And I was like, you were worried about him.
Yeah, they fixed his back and he was fine. He just had to get a little muscle relaxer and be all right. But he's been pretty good. Now, knock on wood, because can't live forever. Just look what happened to Sister Jean. But I mean, he's in pretty good health. He ain't had teeth in like 10 years.
Just like Sister Jean.
Yeah, he had teeth for like 10 years. What else in college football do we need to discuss, Sam? Anything? Big game tonight for the Group 5 playoff teams. The playoff hopefuls, South Florida at North Texas. Money's starting to come in on North Texas. That people are starting to hop on them, move them towards being a favorite.
What do you think about Georgia and Auburn?
It just goes along with what I've been saying about the SEC in general. I don't know. Georgia should win this game, but I don't know if Georgia's actually very good. Or when I say very good, of course, I mean elite. Elite Georgia, great Georgia goes in, they take care of business against this one-dimensional Auburn team. Georgia, that's like a B+ that we should have beaten, probably loses this game.
Georgia, for their standard, is definitely not elite.
Right.
Definitely
for their
not.
standard, but are they still like a top SEC team? I don't know, because they beat us, but we should have beaten them. I always talk about what happens, sliding door reality. Like if we hit that field goal and all of a sudden Georgia now has 2 losses, we might be surprised that they're favored by anybody, over anybody by 3.5 points on the road. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So I don't know what to think. Now, Auburn, I think is pretty bad. To me, Auburn, at least their offense, their defense is still good, but their offense is just pretty bad. So I don't know, man. I hate to ride the fence. Sam's our SEC expert. Sam, what do you project for Georgia Auburn?
I feel like that's one of those games that, Auburn's defense has been good enough to be able to keep them in a lot of their games so far this year. So I think it's going to be close. I don't see a world where Georgia loses that game either. I just, like you said about a one-dimensional team, all they can do is run the football with Jackson Arnold. If they ask him to go out there and make any sort of play with his arm, it's just not going to be able to happen. So they're going to need Jackson Arnold to have the game of his life passing, and then their run defense, which has been nasty so far this year. They're going to have to just shut down Georgia and hope that you have an off day from Gunnar Stockton, I think.
Well, you said you don't see a reality. I 100% see a reality where Georgia loses, and that reality is that Gunnar Stockton plays the way we thought he was going to play in Knoxville. I don't know if he's just going to be this road killer. He didn't look like that type of killer against Alabama. He played good enough to win if his receivers could catch the ball, but yeah, I think if he goes down there at night and gets rattled, I could definitely see them losing that way. Now, he played great against us.
Speaking of killers on the road, did you see where Paul Pierce was arrested for suspicion of DUI? They found him asleep in his car.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so rich.
That's tough. That's tough for Paul.
It's all right. It's okay.
He's proven he can walk to work.
He's proven that he can't be around booze or anything for that matter.
Yeah, it's
or just near a camera.
It's tough. It's tough. The booze will get you.
Yeah, that's the Celtics people. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, I hated that Celtics team so much. I don't like Paul Pierce.
Yeah. Where's Auburn and Georgia ranked on this week's tier list for Fanrun?
I had Georgia at top and Auburn near the bottom, but like Georgia's tier, and I put Alabama there too. Like I don't know. I think they're both really good, borderline great, but I don't know yet. Like I don't know if Alabama is or not. Like I watched them get dominated by Florida State. I watched them look like they were going to lose in the second half against Georgia, but they didn't. I watched Vanderbilt move the ball against them and have chances to beat Alabama. They end up winning those games. I give them credit for that.
I think what we've seen is that everybody's got flaws, everybody's got holes, and it's a week-to-week league.
Snow globe. We're gonna shake up the snow globe this weekend and kind of see what spits out of it. The college football outside the SEC, like I said, South Florida, North Texas. That's a fun game tonight. Indiana, Oregon. Indiana's got a stud cornerback. I kind of want to see what he looks like going up against Oregon's wide receivers. Outside of that, there's not really.
I think Oregon
anything that catches my eye.
I want to believe that Oregon is going to beat them down at home.
They should. They're 7.5-point favorites.
I'm still not confident in it though. I feel like that's what'll happen, but
I'm interested in that Ohio State game just because, that defense is the best in the country, but it's like the next step for that off. It's the biggest test they've had since that Texas game. They haven't really played anyone that's challenged them since then.
Who are they playing?
Illinois.
Yeah, we'll see if Illinois can crack 10 points.
Illinois, Illinois's got a big opportunity. They probably have, them and Missouri have a chance to really stamp themselves in this season. Illinois could, make up for the loss where they got boat raced by Indiana if they're able to win.
Illinois might get shut out.
Missouri can put themselves on the inside track of the playoffs if they beat Alabama. I don't know who I'm rooting for in that game. I really don't want Missouri to win.
Ooh.
But I can't say I'm rooting for Alabama. What are you oohing about? Something big happened?
I just got tagged in a big deal on Nike sideline polos. I'd have to look into that.
Last call on the other side. Stick with us.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Merritt Garage Doors and Services has been serving the East Tennessee community since 1963. At Merritt, quite simply, the customer comes first. Their door specialists will not try to needlessly upsell you because they are not commission-based like other places. This allows them to focus on your needs and not their pockets. They offer a range of beautiful garage doors in a variety of styles to suit the architecture of your home, and they will supply and install a wide range of garage door openers and accessories to take your garage door to the next level. To request a quote or schedule a service repair call, visit merrittgaragedoor.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear!
Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey.
Here, here!
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Last call here on the program. Cody out there shaking hands and giving out free stuff. Shout out to our boy DR Vol coming by with his bride, bringing some loot.
Fresh can is in.
Shout out to that.
DR, what a guy.
Sorry, Sam. Sorry, Maddie. No loot for you.
Damn, DR.
What do you like, Sam? I don't even know. What do you like besides chicken sandwiches? I see you eat a lot of chicken sandwiches, but like
candy.
I do like candy.
You like candy?
Sour candy.
What's your go-to candy?
Anything sour. Sour
like
Patch.
Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch Straws, Sour Patch Kids.
Okay.
The Bites. Sour Lifesaver Gummies. That's my number one.
I love the Lifesaver gummies, but I don't get the sour ones. I
should
just
try
like
the
regular
sour ones.
I'm not a big sour guy.
This has been a great day of loot for us so far.
Yeah.
My girl at Surfside loaded us up with a bunch of stuff for the watch party tomorrow, for the watch along, the voluntary reaction. That's going to be great. Got me a mellow yellow. Cody got some Zen. It's a great day so far. Shout out to DR Vol and his bride for swinging by and seeing us.
As Biggie once said, "Give me the loot."
It's all good, baby. He said that as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, voiceovers.
Thanks, Maddie, man. I appreciate you gassing me up, big dog. Anything on the NFL this weekend we need to hit? The NFL, I don't know if it's because Tennessee's good, but we spend so much less time on the NFL than we used to. We used to talk about the NFL more than college football.
That's because we sucked.
It was because we sucked. Yeah, but we don't really talk about it anymore. Do you miss it? Do you miss talking about it?
I mean, I love the NFL, but, I love it mainly for fantasy and gambling.
A lot of money coming in on the Titans, Sam. That line started out at 7.5. I see it down all the way at 3.5. A lot of people buying into big Cam Ward.
Don't let us get hot.
Don't let the boys get hot.
1-4 Titans at 1-4 Raiders.
Somebody's about to be 2-4. Might be us.
Very exciting.
Might be us.
Yeah, could be. Somebody's got to win.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Raiders.
Sorry, guys.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Love Cam Ward. I mean, that's probably a top 3 player in the NFL for me, just because he's a Miami guy. But yeah, can't trust the Titans. Wait till they get to that new stadium. Then we'll have a conversation.
Well, that's the problem. I think that's what the owner's saying too. We'll just wait till the new stadium before we try to be good. That's what I feel like is happening. Yeah, on the NFL Sunday, not a lot of matchups that really stand out to you.
I disagree.
Other than the night game, I think is a big one. 49ers and Bucks at the national window.
I like that.
Those two there, I like. What are the other ones I'm missing?
I like the other 4:00 game too. The Packers and the Bengals. The Bengals say they've got a chance with Joe Flacco. They say Flacco gives them a chance.
All right.
I want to see how they look. Packers are a 14.5-point favorite.
Yes, yeah, I think that game is pretty gross, but okay.
I mean, yeah, it's not great, but it's just 49ers, Bucks, Lions, Chiefs. I mean, that's going to be a dogfight. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, Lions, Chiefs, 49ers, Bucks, those ones I like. Otherwise, I think you got to go to Seahawks, Jaguars at 1:00 for the third best game of the weekend.
I'm still interested in the train wreck of the Ravens. Can you get up off the mat at all, or do you just continue to get worse?
Until Lamar's back, they're not going to get better. Like until Lamar's back, that defense can maybe win some shootouts, Sam. But like if the offense is going to be like going 3 and out or turning the ball over, like they're not going to have a prayer. Like Derrick Henry's not going to be able to run and like control the game if Lamar's not out there. So like until Lamar's back, although this is the type of game that the Rams, I feel like maybe mess around and lose. But
well, they just did.
They did.
The 49ers.
I was going to say, like, their saving grace is that they should be motivated coming off of a mini bye week. But the Ravens get absolutely torched by wide receivers, and they're going up against the best duo in the league.
This slate is terrible.
It's a terrible slate.
Terrible.
Oh, you don't like Broncos and Jets?
No. No, I don't.
But it's in London.
That makes me like it even less.
Yeah, I won't watch a second of that game.
I'm actually taking most of Sunday off. I think I picked a good one. I got plans. I got stuff I got to do on Sunday. I think I picked a good week to kind of unplug.
Is that the birthday party?
No, that's Saturday, Maddie. Keep up.
Sorry.
Saturday's go-karts.
Wait, so Saturday is go-kart Sweet 16. Monday is Tony. What's his dog's name? Frank. Sorry.
Tony.
Monday is Frank's 16th birthday. So whose 16th birthday is it Sunday?
Nobody's 16th birthday is Sunday.
That's no fun.
Yeah.
The one he can't tell you about.
And the one, the nephew on Saturday, his birthday is actually Monday. They're just having their get together.
What's his name?
Owen.
Oh.
Shout out to nephew Owen.
I could have swore I heard Tony somewhere.
I mean,
it's my dog, Tony.
Hey, Tone.
Hey.
That's
Happy
not
16th birthday.
Hey, T.
That's not a bad dog name, really.
Yeah. Have a bone, huh?
The next one.
Cowboys, Panthers?
I was going to say that one maybe. Like the Cowboys offense, I think is fun to watch, and the Panthers have played a little bit better. So like that one at least registers.
I'm very interested in the Cowboys this year. I don't know if you heard, but I watched a documentary on Netflix about Jerry Jones.
Really?
Yeah, and
I haven't heard.
I'm really excited. I like when the Cowboys are playing. I'm invested now in their games.
You watch more documentaries than anybody.
I love
know.
documentaries.
Every time he finds something new, Maddie, it completely takes over his personality. But then he gets mad.
Takes over my personality.
See, I was gonna say, then he
like
gets
when
mad.
I watched the Bin Laden documentary. Did I start acting like Bin Laden?
No, but you started really like going about freedom, about 9/11, and about how proud you were to be an American. You kept listening to Toby Keith the whole damn time.
I watched the Dale Earnhardt documentary.
Yeah.
Did I start driving my car?
You started
fast?
talking about 90s NASCAR again.
Bubba.
Bill Elliott, the fastest lap ever. Oh, McDonald's. I love the McDonald's because of Billy Elliott.
You just don't like it that I'm a bit of a Renaissance man when it
You're
comes
not.
to knowledge.
You're not a Renaissance man. I know a Renaissance man, and you're not him.
You don't
buddy.
like that I know so many things.
I know a Renaissance man, and you're not him.
I know so many facts about
You
so
don't.
many things.
You don't.
That's why I like watching documentaries. The Trainwreck series on Netflix. I've watched a ton of documentaries this year. I think
now I know about the poop cruise. I'm so cultured. I know about this cruise.
I was on it.
I know about this cruise that they had a bunch of poop on. I'm so cultured.
I think they got a Gacy thing coming out soon. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that one will be interesting.
I produce 1 hour a week. Every week I hear about 2 new documentaries you watch.
Well, we'll see what we got next week.
He's cultured. Maddie, appreciate you subbing in. Sam, good job by you. Cody, good job. We all got Tennessee winning. Covering, yes or no? Hurry, Cody.
Yes.
Sam, covering, yes or no?
Yes.
Maddie, covering, yes or no?
Yes. Happy birthday, Owen and Frank.
And Tony.
Yep.
That'll do it for us. The Tony Basilio Show coming up next.
Take Fanrun Radio with you on the all-new Fanrun app. Just search for Fanrun Radio wherever you download your apps.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have